shine ain't always gonna be gold.
All we do is win Wednesdays. We're in the pursuit of happiness. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome to the show, everybody. Perfect podcast.
Pursuit of happiness, and I know everything that shine ain't always gonna be gold. I'll be fine once I get it. I'll be good.
Tell me what you know about dreaming. You don't really know about nothing. Tell me what you know about the night terrors every night. 5 a.m. cold sweats waking up to the sky. Tell me what you know about dreams every night. Tell me what you know about night terrors. Nothing. You don't really care about the trials of tomorrow. Rather lay awake in the bed full of sorrow.
I'm on the pursuit of happiness.
Are you on a pursuit of happiness? We're on a pursuit of happiness on the Perfect Man Show. I'll be fine once I get there. I'll be good. We're in the pursuit of happiness. Let's go. All we do is win Wednesdays. All we do is win. Let's go.
I'll be fine once I get it.
I'll be good.
I'm on the pursuit of happiness.
A pursuit of happiness. All we do is win Wednesdays.
Always go.
Somebody said when you win, you happy.
I'll be fine.
It's happiness winning. We're on a pursuit of happiness.
I'll be good.
All I do is win Wednesday. Share the string with your peoples, man. Share the string with your peoples, man. We in the pursuit of happiness. Share the string.
I'm on the pursuit of happiness, and I know everything that shine ain't always gonna be gold. I'll be fine once I get it.
I'll be good.
I'm on the pursuit of happiness, and I know everything that shine ain't always gonna be gold. I'll be fine once I get it.
I'll be good.
Pursuit of happiness.
I'm on the pursuit of happiness.
I don't get it. I'll be
Once I get here, I'll be good.
Oh man. Room spare. That. Zuli. Oh my God, why did I drink so much and smoke so much?
Respectfully. Bucket on low like Eric and Parrish. Closed casket flow, all you niggas get deaded. They don't give you one single rose, why you can smell it, so I pick from my own garden. Wanna go out in my garden like Godfather. Grandkids in the rock while I got over the block trauma. So what you saying, nigga, you got to chill. Thinking you the truth, really you not for real. Back to back with it, the hardest shit of the year.
Remix, EPMD, we back in business. Ain't nobody fucking with us, come to your senses. He's the second coming of God, something to witness. Piece of shit fly in your head like Mike Pence's. I'm mad, better yet I'm on a rampage. My people can't even get minimum wage. Fuck a stimulus. Give me some interest. Give me a loan. Give me a home. Give me that land you owe me so I can roam. So when you trespass, blah, one in your dome. Best wishes, ghost him like he Tommy. Ain't worried about nothing cause hit squad behind me.
Nah, it's an EPMD.
Business.
Woo!
Visualize what it is, not what it isn't. We at the mafia table next to the kitchen, eating Michelin star, counting a million. Done. I let it go for the family meetings in Code at Miami. Them wine bottles on Maggie extra large. Sign up for my master class, Escobar. Feet up in Met Stadium at my restaurant. Tied in from AZ to Davies, you know my thoughts get crazy. My teachers, they couldn't grade me. I know some Haitians in Dade County got choppers in Haiti. She booked a flight to Colombia, made her body amazing just to post it on Tumblr. This said fuck up the summer shit. I don't care what you coming with me and Hit Boy running shit. Big gold rope chains, but they flooded now. Yeah, pull up with the ghost like a haunted house. She getting scary, blood on my hands like Carrie. Might walk through a cemetery to see where hip-hop is buried. I said it was dead, but the fake is death like Machiavelli. You see letters in red splatter, look like sauce of spaghetti.
Yeah, ready? CPMD, we're back in business. Living in cramped conditions, we'll give you ammunition. Stock no shells like got no shells like Taco Bell, and I'm not gonna sell like got no else like Christmas. You don't wanna make the claws come out. Y'all should call yourself Santa. Cause none of y'all are real. Not a single one. Like a dollar bill. Just like your bitch in the pellet court. She's on a pill. We got a bond and shield. She never bail on me. Not even out of jail. EPMD, for me, I got no chills. Just a lot of squirrel. Lady, my paper so crazy. I just tossed the mill out the window with my mobile on the fucking freeway on the way here. Like Rudolph and his homies when they're pulling the sleigh. Yeah, that's a lot of bucks.
Throw somebody in the chat. What's up, bro?
Green on me, no weed, shorty, just these, darling. A pocket full of pills. Some are telling all 3 Solly's with 3 Molly. So summer E, which reminds me of rap. Summer mommy, my theme saw me and Pete. Always used to play that shit on repeat all day. So please call me Big Daddy. Plus I got the cane and lean on me. MCs, I'm eating you BITCH is like tortilla chips. Me, I'm free of debt. Gia Green is on Chia Pet. This is the effects of my old neighborhood misery index. Poverty at its peak. OCD and PTSD. I guess RIP out to DMX, these are we and Nipsey Ecstasy and Prince Marky DMF. Do my hit 50 via text, told him that I love him cause I don't even know when I'ma see him next. Tomorrow could be a death. And that be yeah, and this shit ain't for the faint cause the brains of the train kill the danger, the range. And I drank all the day, full of blank on the paper, the weight to the pace, feel the pace, feel the shame, for the strength of a pain, feel the drink. I just pray for the day when I'm able to say that I'm placed with the greats and my names, with the Canes and the Waynes and the J's and the Dre's and the Yays and the Drakes and the J Dillas, Jada's, Cool J's and the Roz and Amazing, it's Nas's and praise to the gods and a shout to the golden age of hip hop. And the name of the song is
EPMD, we back in business. I visualize what it is, not what it isn't. We at the mafia table next to the kitchen, eating Michelin star.
We back in business, boy. That was so sick. What an intro. What's happening? What's happening? What's up, my good partner, man? Gold Professor, man. Gold Professor in the building, man. Live every day, Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning, man. Let me get that correct. Monday through Friday, 5:30 in the morning, man. And that was a good live stream you had today, man. Nice thumbnail, man. Y'all be over there and check out that Friday Gumbo, man. The 9 laws of self-governance, man. You know that third law, that big DBO, man. That applies selfishness, man. And today, you know, all we do is win Wednesdays, man. I got a good one for us today, man. I got a good one for us today. So I'm doing my studies, I'm doing my meditations, I'm doing my dedications, and I'm coming up with good things to talk about today. And it's a couple little articles we're going to go over, you know what I'm saying? They doing some old stuff in Texas, they insulting, man. But, you know, men don't have a voice on Twitter, so this what happens on Twitter because men don't have a voice on Twitter. And when I say men, I mean heterosexual men. When I say heterosexual men, I mean heterosexual black men, which is the epitome of men right now on the planet Earth in this North American wilderness. So we don't have a voice on Twitter, so they pick on us. You know what I'm saying? So they're picking on us with that Texas law and they're making fun of us. So we're going to talk about that. But I want to talk about the pursuit of happiness because it's all I do is win Wednesdays. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about the pursuit of happiness. Are you in the pursuit of happiness? Make sure you vote in the poll, man. Don't be tardy to the party, man. You know your homework. This is class. The teacher just pulled up, man. Don't be late, man. Make sure you go hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell. Everybody, check this out. There's a lot of YouTubers that I like to watch, and a couple of them I hit subscribe. But even though you may have subscribed to my show, you may not have hit the bell. And I know you may not have hit the bell because you may not want to get all of the notifications. I feel that way about certain YouTubers that I watch too. But guess what I noticed the other day when I went to go click on the bell for a certain YouTuber that I watched, that I've grown. He's grown to the point where I want to get every notification. I clicked on the bell, and you know what I noticed? That it had defaulted to no notifications. So a lot of people, what I need you to do is simply click on the bell. If you don't want all the notifications, there's 3 choices with that bell. Next to the subscribe, I'm going to do a tutorial where I'm going to bring up the video and show you how to properly indicate the notification status that you want. But I would just want to let let people know that I've noticed that reason why people are not getting our notifications, that when you subscribe, we give people the option to hit the bell. It's not an option. When you hit subscribe, you must hit the bell and indicate what type of notification you want. Either you want to be minimally notified or you want to be notified of everything, because if not, it will default to no notification, and it's almost like you didn't subscribe because you don't know when I'm on and you won't be able to watch the show. All we do is win Wednesdays. We want to set you up for the win. All we do is win Wednesdays. We want to set you up for the win. Are you in the pursuit of happiness? So as I go through the checklist of class and make sure everybody is doing their homework, making sure you subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like button, share the video. There's also a poll, daily polls, and it's important that you vote in the poll to spearhead the conversation and to keep things moving and flowing appropriately. And you got to get in the description so you can see where we're going, so you can comment intelligently. So today the poll is, are you in the pursuit of happiness? Are you in a pursuit of happiness? And I put a definition in the chat. It's pretty powerful, because when you think about this, you think about the movie. I'm not talking about the movie. I'm talking to men. I'm talking to my brothers. Let's say a prayer, man. Let's bless the microphone, man. G.O.D., thank you again for this microphone. Thank you for this opportunity. We come to you with humble heads, humble hearts, and eyes closed in prayer, and we ask a blessing to be put upon the microphone, the platform, the channel, and the message. We come to you in thanks. We say thank you for these many blessings, providing this opportunity for us, providing the voice, providing the platform. It's such a special blessing, and it's a special calling and charge that we take very seriously. We pray, Lord, that you divinely inspire the message. We pray that the message is a beautiful message, and it's a blessing unto those who hear and listen to the word. We ask all these blessings in your name. Amen, 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 amen. Check this out, man. It's not no joke, man. Like, pursuit of happiness. Look at what I got on the screen, man. It's not about a movie, man, even though the movie was extremely powerful. Pursuit of happiness, a human right, which is recognized in some countries, man. A human right. We've been talking about the journey to apothos, man, going from animal to human. I say human to God, and using qualities that we're all living things, right, on this planet. But it's a difference between us and the animals that we have dominion over. There's a difference between us and the plants that we grow and eat. There's a difference between us and the fish that we catch in the ocean and we cook up. You know what I'm saying? We have with that God particle, we have that God quality. But what we've been talking about is that's not innate. It's not innate that you exhibit these God particles and these God qualities. This is why you have parents. This is why you have a mother and a father, to elevate you and to bring you to that God particle and to teach you how to be a human, to teach you how to be a God. Because as you're born, you're going to be in your most basic. And your most basic is going to be more animalistic than anything, right? Your most basic is going to be their animal nature, right? So in the pursuit of happiness, for me, as I heard this, the pursuit of happiness to me crystallizes this pursuit, this journey of apothos. Journey is a very kind word. We're taking a journey on to being a better men, right? Baby steps, I've said incremental baby steps. But what I'm saying is, once you find your direction and your calling, your pace will quicken, right? We're in a pursuit. Right? I like that. When I heard that today, it just really captured me. And it wasn't about the movie. It was about this definition. I'm in pursuit of something, gentlemen. I'm driven. I'm in pursuit of something. I'm not going to rest until I have it. I said it's a race to the top. I challenge you to the race. Today is Wednesday. Shout out to my sister Toya. On Wednesday, you say, you know what I say? I say top of the top. It's a salute on Wednesday. I send a salute to all my brethren and to my sisters, top of the top, because Toya crowned this day as the middle of the week. People look at this as like some low point. No, Toya says she looks at the week like a mountain, and the Wednesday is the peak, and then you're going all the way up from Monday, and that Wednesday you hit the peak, the precipice, and now it's all downhill from here. Next tomorrow we got the Thursday show, which is Selfish Thursdays, one of my favorite shows. Go Professor already came through and shouted it out and gave us support. You know what I'm saying? Selfish Thursdays, Apply Selfishness, one of my favorite shows. But it's a pre-Friday celebration, which is why it's so important, which is why it's so fun. It's a pre-Friday celebration. Leading us in the pre-Friday, leading us in the Friday, which is all, it's free fries Friday. And who don't like French fries? Free Fries Friday is about freedom. You know what I'm saying? So it's free fries for everybody. So it's an exciting day. We go in the mix. We play a little bit more music. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit more fun, free form show. So, you know, it's top of the top right now. Top of the top to the 5.0 cool table. Are you in the pursuit of happiness? Did you know happiness is a right? Like we've been talking a lot about dreams and desires, and what I'm trying to do is uncover this black man that I've been, you know, this black man that's been blue pill, depressed, always subservient, always looking to please, the people pleaser. I'm describing myself, but I see a lot of myself in a lot of black men. Oh, y'all not hearing me. I said I'm describing myself, but I see a lot of myself in a lot of black men. You know what I'm saying? Like Son Claus say, I'm talking about the turkey leg hut, but I'm not talking about the turkey leg hut, but I'm really talking about the turkey leg hut. Are you in a pursuit of happiness? Pursuit. Let's define pursuit, because you know what I'm saying? I use a lot of terms, and it's important that we understand the power of today's show, of today's thumbnail, of today's theme. It's all I do is win Wednesday, and the theme is, are you in a pursuit of happiness? Now, as I define pursuit, and anybody in the chat, you want to do some homework, you want to put up the definition of pursuit, you can, but are you in pursuit of anything, brother? Are you in pursuit of anything? Can you honestly say that you are pursuing anything? Right? Because that has a lot to do with drive. So let's bring up the definition of pursuit. We got two definitions here. Because this is very powerful when we talk about men. This is very powerful when we talk about men. Young man, my son that could be watching. This is very powerful when we talk about men. Pursuit, the action of following or pursuing someone or something. The cat crouched in the grass in pursuit of a bird. That's an excellent analogy, because the cat is on a hunt. The cat is on a hunt in order to eat nourishment. You know, a lot of people, we talked about feeding your mind, feeding your spirit, and having a healthy mind, having a healthy spirit, having a healthy body, having a healthy soul. Like, and if you don't feed it properly, then you won't have a healthy mind, body, and spirit. The cat is in pursuit of nourishment. The cat is in pursuit of food. I talked to you yesterday about the social feed. Individuals won't put their phone down because they're in pursuit of the social media feed and what the internet is feeding them. They get endorphins. I told you how to design the system. They are in pursuit of those endorphins. What are your children pursuing? What are you in pursuit of? Are you in a pursuit of happiness? What is driving you? Are you in a pursuit to make someone else happy as the people pleaser? This is a hell of a question. This is a hell of a question in the education. Shout out to my brother Lazo, 5.0, 5.0, 5.0. What are you in pursuit? Are you in pursuit of anything? There's another definition here. Let's take a look at this. Definition number 2. Because this is very powerful. As men, we should be in pursuit. I mean, it's very lackadaisical. It's very lackadaisical, our attitude many times. Very lackadaisical. In this life, nothing that I've ever got, that I've ever enjoyed, that was important to me, did it come easy. We talked about growing pains. We talked about hard work. Anything that you have, you're going to have to work hard for. This is definition number 2 of pursuit. An activity of a specified kind, especially a recreational or athletic one, a whole range of leisure pursuits. You can have leisure pursuits. What are you in pursuit of? Are you in the pursuit of happiness? Did you know it was your right to have joy? Did you know it was your right to have happiness? This has everything to do with dreams and desires. As I asked my little brother, what are your dreams and your desires? And he said, I don't have no dream, but then he came and said, my farm. Because see, when he gets that farm, then he gonna know what happiness is. If you don't have dreams and desires that are your own, how can you have real happiness? How can you have real joy? I pose to you that a lot of us black men and men, period, don't know real happiness. Don't know real joy, because we don't know what our actual pursuits are. What is driving you? If you had a dream, if you had a desire, then that would drive you. That would what you would be pursuing. I was watching Cali Muscle. Cali Muscle talk about the youngsters. The youngsters, he said people get mad at the youngsters. He had permanent gold teeth. He said, what I liked about what the youngster said, and Cali Munch said, I'm going to get me some permanent gold teeth. He said, what I like about that young man is, he said, people look at me and think I'm stupid about my jewelry, but my jewelry, I'm not stupid about my jewelry. He said, I've used this jewelry to motivate me. He said, when I was 18 years old, I told myself I wanted permanent gold teeth. And so I set about how to legally make the money. He said, these teeth cost $30,000. He said, so I made a goal. Remember I told you about those youngsters on Mozzie, and they said they use perfect timing. Perfect timing has to do with execution of a plan. This young man had a plan. He had a goal. He was in pursuit of happiness. His happiness was represented by those gold teeth. I am preaching in this part. I am preaching in here. His happiness was represented by those gold teeth. For you, they might be frivolous. For you, you might not understand. But those gold teeth cost $30,000. So he had to come up with a plan and execute that plan with perfect timing in order to achieve his goal. He was in pursuit. It gave him drive. He had a dream. It gave him desire, and he got accomplished that task. And you should have seen the way he was smiling with them teeth, knowing that he did it himself. He didn't do it illegally. He paid for them himself. And then you know what he did? And this is what I love about how I grew up, about my father and where I came from. You know what he did after that young man got them $30,000 gold teeth? He said, now I want diamonds. I want permanent diamond teeth. They're going to be $100,000. But I have a house. I have a family. So I got to figure out a way on how to pay for my house, my wife, my family, my kids, and this thing that I desire, the thing that I pursue for myself that's driving me to work hard and get up every day. It could be your old school. It could be a boat. It could be a trip to Mexico. But what are you in pursuit in? What is your happiness? What is your brass ring? Because that is going to wake you up every day with fire, young man. Do you know you have a right to happiness? But there's mathematics to this shit. There's mathematics to everything in life. There's a rhyme and a reason. There's steps. These young men gave themselves a goal. And once they had a goal, they started to run the race. They were in pursuit of happiness. They had dreams. They desired them gold teeth, $30,000. But I don't want to go to jail. So I need to come up with an intelligent plan. I need to execute it with perfect timing, because I'm not just going to live by the $30,000 gold teeth. I have a complete life. But those of us who have set large goals, Lazaro's in the building. Lazaro's sitting in the peanut butter guts. Rose Gold sitting in a beautiful lime green Camaro. Rose Gold set a goal. I want that Camaro. I want it this color. I have a family and kids. So I'm not going to leave my family and kids, but my goal, my pursuit, my happiness, I want my Camaro. So I'm going to find a way to get the money legally. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to get a second job. Baby, why you working? Because, baby, I got a goal. I'm in pursuit of something, and it gives me drive. It's attractive. What are you in pursuit of? I still ain't came to my coffin nail. I still ain't came to my coffin nail because I got something I want to share with my brothers. I got something I want to share with my brothers because I love you so much. I got 15,000 on my neck. Let's go. I got 15,000 on my neck. Let's go. I got 15,000 on my neck. Let's go. Lazo said, I got 15,000 on my neck. Let's go. We here in the building. Let's go. It's not about what you feel. It's not about, she talked about buying his wife a Mercedes, but then he gave his wife some things to aspire to, right? If you want that, if that's your happiness, if that Mercedes is your happiness, what are you going to do to pursue that? I need to see some drive, what she was saying. She was saying, I need to see some drive. I need to see some ambition. If that is your desire and that is your dream, not Mercedes Benz, then I need to see you pursue that. A lot of times in life, as fathers, our children come to us and they want certain things, but we want them to prove to us that they can handle that responsibility. Show me your pursuit. I will reward you. I will be proud if I see my son pursuing that bike, picking up cans, mowing the grass. You know what I'm saying? Being polite to his mother. He is in pursuit of a goal. He wants his father to buy him a brand new bike, and he's not going to wait for it to come to him. I said he not gonna wait for it to come to him. He is in pursuit of his happiness. He gonna be happy when he get that brand new bike. He gonna ride that bike all day long. How many of y'all got a brand new skateboard or brand new bike and rode that bike all day long? Your grandfather put the bike together for you. You grew up in a single parent home. Your mama wasn't shit, but you got the bicycle after 3 years of begging your mama for the bicycle. I never begged for another bike again. I got me a paper route. I jumped off the porch. I bought my own bike. I bought my own happiness. I learned quickly after 3 Christmases of not getting the bike with a crackhead mother that it was gonna be on me. It was going to be on me for my happiness. I started mowing grass. I started picking up cans. I started helping people with their groceries. I was in pursuit. I was in pursuit. Let's read that definition again. I want to know, what are you pursuing? Are you in pursuit of anything? The action of following or pursuing someone or something. The cat crouched on the grass in pursuit of a bird. The bird is his food. Crouched, the cat is hunting, using his faculties and skills to acquire something. Skills. Are you in pursuit of it? Are you waiting for it to come to you? Perfect timing, men. So long we've been complaining on this YouTube. We waiting for something to come to us. We waiting for somebody to give us something. Perfect timing is not waiting no more. I am in pursuit, brothers. I am in pursuit. I am like a lion. I am hunting on the pride. I am in pursuit of my goals. I'm on my way, Lord. I'm on my way. If I was you, I wouldn't even get in my way. You see what I'm saying? I talked the other day about sucker repellent. This pursuit of happiness is sucker repellent. Ain't no sucker gonna get in my way. Ain't no sucker gonna stop my flow. I'm in pursuit. You get in the way of a lion, you gonna be my lunch. You gonna be my dinner. I'm in pursuit, baby. Top of the top. It's Wednesday. It's top of the mountain. It's all downhill from here. It's a pre-Thursday show. It's a pre-Friday show tomorrow. And we go to all Free Fries Friday. Who don't like French fries? I'm in pursuit of happiness. I want to say something. I'm gonna give y'all my coffee now. I'm gonna give you my coffee now. I'm gonna give you my coffee now. I'm gonna give you my coffee now while I even preach this sermon today. As I was doing my research, I heard somebody say something. As I did my study, because I love you guys. And I said, that's my sermon today. You know what he said? It's for the 5.0 Cool Table family. He said, if you are not in pursuit of perfection, then mediocrity will pursue you. Let me hit my coffee nail and I'm gonna say it one more time. If you are not in pursuit of perfection, then mediocrity will pursue you. If you are not in pursuit of happiness, then sadness will pursue you. If you are not seeking out your greatness, then your downfall is knocking at your back door. You are in control. The most beautiful blessing is that you are in control. The most difficult thing to accept is that you are in control. Because it's all on your shoulders. It's not mama's fault. It's not the white man's fault. It's not the ex fault. It's nobody's fault. The bitch didn't do it. The nigga didn't do it. God didn't do it. Mama didn't do it. Daddy didn't do it. Daddy can't fix it. Mama can't fix it. The bitch can't fix it. Can't nobody fix it. But the glorious part is everything is in your hands. You are the God. You are the Picasso. And I'm giving you the math. I'm giving you the answer. God sent me with a word to tell you. If you are not in pursuit of happiness, if you are not in pursuit of perfection, because I changed it. I said, I'm changing that to perfection because my name is Perfect. It's the Perfect Man Show. I said, I'm running with that. I'm running with that. And you might hear that 1,000 more times. If you are not in pursuit of perfection, then mediocrity is in pursuit of you. And I'm not mediocre. You know who just left? The mediocre niggas just left. The mediocre bitches just left the chat. Them is the mediocre motherfuckers, because they didn't get the gunshot. They didn't get the love. They didn't get the game. They are not in pursuit. My brother Lazo said he got 15,000 on his neck. If you are not in pursuit of that, then you know you ain't got shit on your neck. I got shit on my neck. I got shit. I got snow. I got ice on my neck. If you are not in pursuit of perfection, the mediocrity is in pursuit of you. And I know it might hurt, but I gives no fucks. If you are not in pursuit of perfection, then mediocrity is in pursuit of you. What you thought this was? This ain't no Sesame Street. This ain't no kitty cat show. This is real talk right here. I'm talking about a pursuit of happiness. What you thought it was gonna be? If you are not in a pursuit of happiness, then mediocrity is pursuing you. What are you in pursuit of, son? What are you in pursuit of, brother? What is your dreams? What is your desires? Do you have drive? What is driving you? Because what I came to here to tell you today on All I Do Is Win Wednesdays, to give you another message about winning, not hope, not all that BS. I'm giving you steps. I'm giving you tangibles to win. What I want to share with my son, what I want to share with my brothers is that golden ticket, son. Yeah, I talked to you for 30 minutes about pursuit, about happiness, about joy. So you would understand the math when I drop that goddamn gunshot on your ass. Because if you disagree with me or not, what you do understand and know from your life is if you not seeking after good, bad is going to come find your ass. Bad is going to come find your ass. It's sucker repellent, son. I'm teaching you the game. This is sucker repellent, son. Bad don't want to be around good. Failure don't want to be around success. That's what happened with Simone. That's what happened with Shar. Failure doesn't feel comfortable around success. Failure doesn't feel comfortable around success. Failure doesn't feel comfortable around success. I'm not going to let failure feel comfortable at the Perfect Man Show. I want all you suckers to get up out of here. I want all you failing ass suckers to get up out of here. Failure is not comfortable at the Perfect Man Show. What are you in pursuit of, son? Got my good brother Sunclaw in the building.
Peace to the chat, peace to the panel.
Peace, peace, God, peace.
Very, very interesting. Perfect.
Yeah, man, we did it again, man. You know, this shit is now, man, it ain't no joke, man. I'm really blessed, man. God got a calling on my life, and I be praying, meditating to get a good message. Sometimes it's slow, you know, but some days I just get really inspired, and it be keys to the journey, and I don't even really know that what it be until I get into it. But when I heard that, I just wanted my son, I wanted my brothers, I wanted them to understand that, because that's something that we know is true, even though you might not have heard it, because you might not have had a grandmother like mine. But the fact of the matter is, after everything I said so far, the key is, if you are not in pursuit of perfection, then mediocrity is in pursuit of you. So many people had difficulty with the concept from the show. But when I heard that, I heard my grandmother, and it crystallized everything that I'm but it crystallized everything that we are doing and accomplishing here. If anybody missed the whole point, the whole reason why this show exists is because if you are not pursuing perfection, then mediocrity is pursuing you. And no one can dispute that.
When you were talking about that perfect something, it just came into my mind. You see a group of women at the club. Are you that ugly friend? Are you that ugly friend? Or are you just one of those people who just look so and you surround yourself with ugly people so that you look better by comparison? I'm not talking about looks,
No.
but I am talking about looks. I am not talking about goddamn looks, but I am talking about looks.
You are.
You're hiding yourself in plain sight.
Mm.
Yeah. No, nobody can say nothing to me. The people around me are even bigger failures than I am. So you can almost damn near say I'm successful in comparison to them.
I've seen that.
Just like that group of girls in the club. Yeah, I look pretty when I'm over here with my girlfriend. They look at her and they go, ooh. And then they look at me and they say, oh, she ain't all that bad.
She ain't all that bad.
If she didn't have her friend there, people be saying ooh to her too. Dang, what tree did she fall down off of and hit every limb on the way down? There's some of that going on. You'll have people in your life who'll stop talking to you when you're successful. They'll stop coming to your house.
Yeah.
Why? They can't have you being the pretty chick in the group. They want to be that pretty chick
That's powerful.
in the group.
Can't be friends no more.
They want to be the successful one and they want you to be the unsuccessful one. And as long as you're unsuccessful and down in the dumps, they're going to be fine being around you because you make them look good.
You are their happiness.
Hey, what's up, Sheed?
What's up, Sheed?
What's going on, man?
How you doing, good brother?
Out here getting to the money, as usual, man. I'm
Yes,
out here getting to the money, man.
You don't sleep, man. Lazy boy,
Hey.
tree child. Gotta go to work.
Hey, gotta go to work, man. I'm like Kevin Gates, man. I got 6 jobs. I don't get tired. But yeah, man. That's what SunCloud just said, man. It was funny because my 2 brothers got into it one time, and my brother, that's like I told you, my brother, he not my older brother, but he my brother because he's 10 months older than me. But my brother, he sit up there and he told my older brother, and he was like, "Hey man, I'm better than you." And my older brother said, "Well, I didn't know we was competing." And he was like, "Man, I'm this and I'm that and I'm this and I'm that." And he was like, "Well, if we competing, Rasheed better than all of us. He got a wife, he got kids, house, cars, everything that you see." Dang, I got a call. Let me go.
Go ahead, man. Get your money, man. Get your money and come back, man. Because I want to hear that, man. I want to hear that.
You see that they're trying to prevent the message from coming out.
Right. Because it's a powerful message, man. Like when I got it, man, it's like, come on, man. Like, because people are not grasping on, and I get it, because we're oppressed people, but you can't refute this.
And that analogy that I gave, don't think about that group of women in the club or that friend that don't want you to do well. It's okay to think about the group. Don't always think it's a group of friends. Sometimes it is a family member, or it might be your whole family. It could be your spouse. your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whoever. You trying to do better, and you're not going to be able to make it to the family get together if you start working that other job. We don't see you enough as it is. Instead of telling you, do your thing. I see that you're trying to improve yourself. Go on ahead and do your thing. These parties will come around again. You'll miss one, you'll catch the next one. Well, you don't spend enough time with me. Why do you have to get another job? Last month I was barely able to pay the bills by the skin of my teeth. And a month before that, I had to go ask my uncle to let me borrow some money so I can make ends meet. I need this other job so that I can get some breathing room. Shit. And 3 months ago, we almost broke up over this shit. But you don't want me to get another job. You don't say that, but you're thinking it. Yeah, go ahead, Sheed.
Yeah, man. But basically, like I said, when my brother was telling them, if anybody, Rashid got wife, he got cars, everything, he got a house, cars that you name, a job, but he got a wife and kids. So if he doing anything, he better than all of us because he married with kids. He's successful with his business, successful working, and only thing we got is just working in cars and maybe houses. But he has everything ducks in line, And so my brother was like, man, forget you. They got the cussing and all that stuff. And I always do this, my brother. I think it's kind of true, but I don't know, I'm throwing it out there. But on Friday, the two brothers, Pops and his brother, Elroy, on Friday. So basically, every time me and my brother get in an argument, I always tell him, my dick's bigger than yours. And he get mad when I do that. I'm like, damn, bro, is it for real? Because you always get mad when I say it. I'm like, damn, is it for real? He like, no, man, fuck you, man. But it's a competition thing all the time. And then, when someone's better than you, you don't want to be around them. Just like SunCloud was just saying earlier, man, you have people that'll sit here and only come in your life for the benefit that you give them and validation. But once that validation is lost because you become the bigger one and they the grasshopper, ain't no sense of being around you. I had a guy tell me, and it was funny. The guy called me and he said, man, I'm doing my thing, dog. And, this was just off the wall because this was having our little beef and everything back and forth. But, we still trying to play cool with each other. Colin told me, he said, man, I'm my own boss. I just made money doing DoorDash and this and that. I'm my own boss. I feel like a boss. And just hung up on me. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I called my other friend. I'm like, hey, man, get your boy, man. What the fuck wrong with him? He just called me talking about some, he his own boss because he just made this much money doing this. But I'm like, you got a fucking sports car. You made $110. You spent 60 or maybe 70 in your damn car driving around. I'm like, why the fuck you ain't drive your girl car? Because that shit, it's fast, but it's a slower model, so you ain't burning much gas. I'm like, who you bossing up on? Like, how's that important or relevant? You trying to stun on me, but you just stunning on yourself because I'm like, it's like the mind, man. That's why a lot of times, like I told you, and it's true, a lot of my friends don't like me because I tell them straight up, hey, man, that shit fucking wrong. That's not right. I'm like, I don't care if you hate my guts. I don't even care if you don't talk to me no more. But once you see, like, yeah, he was right, but I ain't want to hear it at that time. My friends told me all the time, they'll come back and say it. They be like, man, you're a fucking asshole, right? I be like, why? They was like, man, half of the time you say shit, I don't want to fucking hear that. Damn. Hold on.
You know what, SunClaw? You know what Sheed is to his friends? Sheed is a blessing. You know what Sheed is to his friends, SunClaw? Sheet is a wolf.
Perfect. You done stole my what I was about to say, man. He's the wolf over here blowing on these little pigs' houses, man.
And I pray for a wolf. I pray for a friend like she. And they need to thank God for you, just like in the story of Job. They need to thank God that they've been blessed with a friend like you, because I've been in situations in my life where I prayed for a wolf. I shared that story the other day. I prayed to God, man. I feel like this is a house of cards. I don't know if this woman is right. I don't know if this friendship, I don't know if this business relationship is correct. God, please send me a sign. Don't that what they say in the movies? Ain't that what grandma say? But what we learn here, what we really praying for is God to send a wolf to huff and puff and blow on the house. And let me know if it's made out of stone or not. Let me know if it's made out of brick. Because if this is a house of cards, let this come down, God. And because I got to move, because that means my cheese ain't here no more. And I got to build on solid foundation. When you blow on them people's house and it's a house of cards, you done them a favor. Because one day it might not be you blowing on the house, someone who is benevolent, showing them that house is made out of cards. It could be a motherfucker salivating in pursuit. See, what I heard too, what she said is if you like with the guy with the car and the job and all that shit, what are you in pursuit of? And if you are in pursuit, if you're not in pursuit of perfection, see, we have this difficulty with perfection. Perfection is not all that fucking perfect. But I will tell you this, if you are not in pursuit of perfection, then mediocrity will pursue and find you. That nigga thought he was pursuing something perfect, but he ended up being mediocre. And Cheese brother said, nah, nigga, actually we all mediocre. And if we really want to be something, we would be honest about what perfection look like. Perfection look like she.
Hey.
But if you set this standard at mediocrity, and that's what niggas do. Niggas set a goal at mediocrity.
I'm gonna tell you one more time. I always say this, and a lot of guys don't understand when I keep telling them. It's knowledge of self. What do you want? What do you want? If you see, there's a lot of guys that want stuff but don't know how to obtain and get it, because for the simple fact is you working off of borrowed time.
Man.
You're not working on your time and your schedule. You working on borrowed time from somebody else. Like I keep telling guys, when you go pick that woman, don't pick that woman because society says she fine. You pick that woman because that's what you want and you know what you want. See, when you start doing the pursuit of happiness, you follow other people's happiness. You're not following your own. You know, you going to the beat of somebody else's drum. When you have knowledge of self, man, you don't go for the games. You don't get caught up. You start understanding, man, this girl, she for me, but she not with me. That's the difference. A girl can be for you because of your money, but she not with you because she truly don't love you. She love what you bring to the table. See, a lot of guys don't understand that, man. You know, sometimes it's like the whole thing where we always talk about sometimes these chicks need to be alone, and sometimes these chicks talking about they motivate and they whatever they doing and they little feelings they get into they self. A lot of guys don't know what that means because it's so on a pursuit of smashing. Young Joey in this space, Joey the Serpent. I told young Joey, I said, Joey, I'm gonna tell you this. You ain't no man because you out here fucking everything, walking to everything pretty. You a man because that's what you strive to be. Fucking a whole bunch of women ain't gonna make you a man. That pursuit of doing all that. And I told him, I said, if that's not your lane, that's not your lane. And he's like, man, appreciate it, man. Cause I had cousins and family members tell me, man, if I ain't out here fucking, man, I ain't doing nothing as a man. I say, look, that's their narrative. Why you don't have your own? And it ain't wrong if you want to go out there and hit all those women. That's on you. But the point is, if you don't want to, don't do it. Don't let somebody tell you how to be a man by following their narratives, because that's what they're telling you. If you know that that's not right, or you feel that that's not right in your heart, don't give it to them. See, that's when you start going to beat of somebody else's drum. Hey, man, if you want to be a man, this is what you got to do to become a man. You tell me to be a man, I got to hit every girl walk by me. Then another man comes by, yep, that's the same thing. Then the other one comes by and say, hey, young blood, do you. If you want to go out there and play, go play. If you want to just sit here and lay, just lay. See, That's why I always say when it come down to it, iron sharpens iron.
Mm.
Iron can't be sharpened by wood. It cuts wood. And a lot of guys will sit here and have mentors, have people who they follow, and always lead them to the path of destruction because at the end of the day, it's always involved that feeling. That's why I keep telling guys, if you take the feelings out and deal in logic and facts, then you will understand. Am I being played? Let me go check another OG. Let me go check a partner. That's why I told another guy on the panel, I said, man, why you ain't got no friends? Man, man, dudes do this and do that. Scratch that. That's what that man do. That's what the other man do. You go in the pursuit of happiness to have somebody that got your back. That's what I tell dudes when you get married, that whole beating your chest stuff, it's gonna come a time when you're gonna fall to your knees. Is she gonna be there when you fall to your knees, or she gonna be beating her chest, say, nah, I'm the man. You listening to me because you at your weakness. You are beneath me now. Nope. We not having that around here. That's why I tell guys, logically pick right, man. You can deep down and say, man, easy. I told a guy, I said, look, if you deal with a chick and if she truly love you and she gonna be with you forever, push a prenup in that. I don't care if you a thousandaire. I don't even care you a thousandaire. You push that prenup, say, look, it's simple. If you leave me, you get 30, I get 70. Well, that ain't fair. Well, that means you're gonna be here forever then. Because that's the agreement right there. If me and you gonna be together forever, this is sealing the fate with the prenup. Whatever money I make, you make together. We put it in the pot, and when we get a divorce, you get 30. Yeah, you're gonna get the kids. Yeah, I'm gonna take care of the kids. They're my kids. You're gonna get 30, I get 70. Go ahead.
The other day we were on Pastor's $40 panel.
Yeah.
And I mentioned something because I was thinking about you actually when I mentioned this. And it's, how is God going to give you something if there's already something in your hand taking up that space? And in this case, that thing is, it could be a woman that's no good for you, and you know that she's no good for you. And she's occupying that spot where a good woman could be. And you might come across that good woman, but somebody's gonna tell her he already got somebody. And that's the end right there. Because you're wasting time with people who you shouldn't be wasting time with. You're closing yourself off to blessings.
That's a fact. A lot of people will sit here, either get married or hang with people, and just sit there one day and say, why am I with this person? That's like a lot of times when I talk to people and I tell people and they be like, man, why you dealing with this person, or why you fooling with this? I'm like, look, this shit is contagious, man. One of my partners ended up having a kid, then the other one had a kid. Me and my other partner, we got together. We said, man, we not having kids like that. Man, we're going to go ahead and get married. So when I got married, my other partner said, man, I want what you got, man. He said, man, I got money, but I give my right arm to get what you got. I said, look, man, this relationship stuff is not hard, man. You just play the game the way it's played. Find a woman that's invested in you. Y'all deal with each other on that plane. And when it's time to go, go. Dude got married, had his kids. He said, man, I feel like I'm just about getting everything I need in life. I got my kids, I got my wife, I got my houses, got my investments. I got, like the dude sit there and told me, man, he got gold bars. I said, what? He said, yeah, I just purchased about 3 gold bars. I said, whoa. You mean gold chain, gold ring? He said, that don't excite me. I bought the bars. I said, but you can melt the bar. He said, cool, but I don't have time for that. I just want the pure bar. I'm getting valuables and getting it ready for the future for my kids. I'm getting businesses started for the future of my kids. I say, now, you know what? He said, what? I said, I'm giving my right arm to get what you got. So now iron sharpens iron. I'm over here working with him, trying to get into business, trying to flip houses. I'm looking at him doing his thing. Now We're the reverse. He was looking at me as an idol. Now I'm looking at him as an idol. Like, I had the family and stuff that you want, but now I'm in the pursuit of that money and the collateral that you have. Now it's gonna come a time where he's gonna look back at me and say, the things that you got. It's see, that's why I told my other partner, I'm like, look, man, I'm not gonna leave you behind. Like, I'm fighting this dude tooth and nail, like, hey, come on, come with me. Man, you don't know how to do all that stuff. Hey, stop punking out. Come on, I don't care. I'm gonna teach you. This what you need. See? And when it comes down to it, all my homeboys married except one. He still ain't found the right one. And I told him, don't get married until you find her. If you don't find her, don't get married. They don't deserve you. And see, that's what I keep telling guys. If women are not to the level, they don't deserve you. Dudes to get married just on the pursuit of happiness, man. But you on the path of destruction. Like, you literally forcing, like the old saying, you're forcing the square into a circle. It's not gonna happen. You can't force that square into that circle and make it fit. Like, man, yeah, this is what's supposed to be. Man and woman. Like, when I hear guys on the panel say, man, I need a wife, man, I need kids, man, I feel whole with that. No, you as a man, you're whole. The kids, the wife is a plus. See, when you start establishing yourself as being a man and what you don't need, then you start getting into the things that you need. A wife is cool. A wife is good for you, but that ain't the only thing that makes you. If you feel that having a wife makes you, you truly don't know yourself, man.
You
You
can't
truly
be.
don't know yourself.
You know how they say in the R&B songs, "You complete me."
Yeah.
That's the bullshit you're talking about. What I love about the Will Smith and Jada Pinkett story is that Will Smith is such a famous black man. He was able to put on stage for everybody with that turmoil that there is no such thing as you complete me. What he said to Jada and what he said to the world when Jada was saying that bullshit about she was unhappy, he told the whole world, he said, no, that's bullshit. He said, I am a human, you are a human. As an individual, you are responsible to come to me happy and complete. I am responsible to come to you happy and complete. Your happiness is not predicated upon me. My happiness is not predicated upon you. Broken people, remember on your panel, who was that brother? It was a popular YouTuber. He was on your panel and he said, broken people marry broken people and have broken children. You have to be a complete person, finding another complete person. When you say that they are not worthy, don't get married. If you are a complete individual, you must demand a complete individual. And happiness is a part of that. You don't want to be with nobody that's depressed. That means they got some self-work to do. Happiness is a part of that. But you have to be independently happy. I don't make you happy. Just like I'm not your source of your spirituality. Your joy and your happiness has to come from your life. You have to have your own fulfillment when I meet you. Share your hobbies, share your passions. That's what we teaching the brothers here, to have your own hobbies, have your own passion. That's going to make you more attractive. But each individual in the relationship is responsible for their own completeness and their own happiness. Then you couple. That's when you become the most powerful. Other than that, you two broken people trying to mend fences. You're not actually coupling.
You know what? If that other person if you're using them to complete you, you know what another word for that is? Being needy. You're not confident in yourself. You're not complete. I need that person. I need that person. I need that person. That's off-putting to people. People run from that kind of shit.
Right.
You can't be on your own. You can't stand on your own 2 feet. You need me like that? I can't live without you. That's some nice words for some poetry.
90s are.
They don't women don't want that shit to be true. That you can't live or function without them.
Hey, how you doing? I can't hear you. Let me take down the banner so everybody can see your name. I've been following you on Instagram too.
Oh, thank you.
We animated in the building. Thank you for joining the panel. First time on the Perfect Man Show. We got a perfect woman. The circle is complete. How we doing? How we doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Oh no, it's not complete without the divine feminine. You know, that's what we talking about right now. You know, you got to have both.
I'm not feminist. I'm just, PC. I'm not sisterhood or none of all that stuff. I'm just PC.
What you got on the topic?
Well, I was liking a lot of what you all were saying and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't try to, like, how can you really be happy if you can't be yourself? If you're trying to live like someone else. And then I think it was you, Perfect, who was telling the story about you getting a family and your friend you helped your friend, you talked your friend into getting a family, and then
that was Sheed.
That was Sheed.
Oh, Sheed. Okay, that was Sheed. And then vice versa, he is going for money, and you see what he's doing, and he helps you out and stuff like that. That's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be people jealous of each other and trying to bring each other down, hold each other down in the wrong way. It should be us helping one another up, rise up. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. When she was saying that, you know what, Sunclaw, I thought about our analogy about the Tour de France. When I said I challenged the manosphere to a race to the top. My analogy is a race to the top of the mountain. It's like, it's not a, when we was kids, we would race to the corner, you know what I'm saying? And then whoever come in first is the winner. and I said, you know what? I want to challenge the manosphere to a race to the top of the mountain. You know what I'm saying? And this analogy is like the Tour de France. A lot of people know Lance Armstrong, but they don't recognize that Lance Armstrong did that race over a week up a mountain with a team of individuals, and he could not have won 6 Tour de France without that entire team. The way the bike race goes is certain times you're tired. Just like in a car race, where you have drag and you have wind speed and things like that, you have other people who may get in front of you and pull you up the mountain so you can save energy to race more and sprint later on. That is what Sheed is talking about, that we are a tandem, that we are a team, that we are on the race to the top of the mountain. The thing about why I say at the top of the mountain is because there is no first, second, or third. We all are in the race. We all must participate. Sheed's analogy is, at certain points, I'm learning from this individual, and
right.
And at certain points, I'm the inspiration. At certain points, he's the inspiration. That's the Tour de France. That's the team effort. And at the end, we get to the top of the mountain, the pinnacle. Today is Wednesday. Wednesday is the top of the mountain, top of the top. So that's the when I heard she say that, that's what 5.0 Cool Table is about. It's about Black men understanding that it's a team effort to the top of the mountain. Not no first, not no second, not no third. We all reach.
Have something to add to it.
Please, sir.
To what Sheed was saying. So he and his friends stopped hanging around these other 2 guys that weren't moving in the right fashion.
Yeah, you got to clean house sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Here's something to keep in mind. Whether you're in a relationship, whether you're married, are you going to be hanging out with people who are not in relationships, not trying to maintain relationships, who are about the party life? You hang around with those type of people, they cannot advise you properly. Their goals and your goals are diametrically opposed.
Right.
They're not trying to keep family together. They're not trying to raise a family. They're not looking after what's in the best interest of your family and your kids. And they've proven that. If you know you have people like that, you can't even go to them for advice because you already know that they don't have what it takes because they're not in what you're in.
But those are what we call associates.
Yes, and those associates can affect you. They can bias your opinion. They can bias your judgment. You can't take advice from bad associates.
Right.
Now, if I have a friend who is a bank robber and we hang out with his bank robber friends and I say, man, I'm hard up on cash. What can I do to get some extra cash in my life? What kind of advice are they gonna give me? Hey, Sunclaw,
Meet us
Robert,
here.
have you ever thought about robbing a bank?
No, I'm about to say meet us here at 9 o'clock.
Right. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Be on time, son, Club.
Yeah.
You see, and if it were different people, hey man, you're really good at fixing cars. Have you ever thought about doing that on the side so that you can make some extra money?
Right.
Or hey man, I see you got this lawn mowing equipment, man. Why don't you try cutting a couple of yards after work every day and make some extra money that way instead of hey, go rob a bank?
So many people think that those are bottom jobs, and they're not, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a skill that no one can take from you. You can take that skill anywhere, you know what I'm saying, and make money. Especially if you keep pushing to be the best mechanic you can be, and learn as much as you can until you die. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, only death is the real thing that can real way that you can stop learning, because once you're dead. But up until then, you should pursue
Yes.
education and knowledge and stuff, and wisdom, you know.
Yes. Amen. Hell, that's what I'm talking about. What are you in pursuit of? And my whole point, my coffin nail sheet, did you like my coffin nail? Like I did my preaching in the beginning, giving about, pursuit of happiness and my understanding of pursuit of happiness. But what I heard today that inspired me was an individual say, if you are not pursuing happiness, then mediocrity will pursue you. And I said, that's going to be my message today. My name is Perfect. It's Perfect Time in the Perfect Man Show. I'm going to change it. I'm going to say, if you are not in pursuit of perfection, then mediocrity will pursue you.
Yeah.
I had a little quick live yesterday or the day before, and I was talking about a lot of people want greatness, but don't put in the work and just think life's supposed to. I gave an example. If a person eats the same for 20 years and gain all this weight and pray about God taking the weight from them or doing anything from them, I tell them faith without work is dead. That's my number one thing when I talk to anybody who in religion. I'm a Christian myself, but when it comes down to it, faith without work is dead. If you don't put in the work, your faith is pointless. It means nothing, and a lot of people don't get it.
Did you hear this when you was growing up? Because I heard this while I was growing up in church. God helps those who help themselves.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And see, that's the thing. A lot of people they don't come to that. They don't come to the conclusion that, man, I gotta start exercising. I gotta start changing my diet. I just ran into one of my wrestlers. I actually coached this dude right after I graduated high school. Now his son and daughter's wrestling, and he was showing me videos and stuff. I said, man, y'all catch your kids on Facebook, and I see them. And I say, man, do this and do that. Your daughter be better. I said, you're doing this. You're going over here to this guy. I said, not to take away from him going over there, but she's learned everything from him. He can't teach her nothing else. Only thing he can do is properly train her to be better. And I didn't really go into detail, but there was a guy who used to wrestle at our school. He went to the other school, and he was pretty decent. He got to the state finals. But when he got to state, he listened to me more than his coach. And his coach was mad, but the dude got a state title. And he was like, why are you listening to them? You this and I'm like, dude, the win is the win. He wanted to say I coached him for a state title, but I'm like, the dude won, that's what counts. And see, he was like a little brother to me. And so when I went, I was like, I don't care. My coach was like, hey man, don't interfere. I'm like, look, that's my little brother. I don't care what you say. He gonna get mad at me. And to this day, we have our little outs, but it was what it was. Like I tell him, that's my little brother. And when it come down to it, he put in the work. Yeah, he was trained, but it was only so far he could take him.
Right.
Yep.
And the thing is, as a teacher, you shouldn't even want your kids to be limited and stuff like that. You should want them to keep on pushing forward and stuff like that. Like, my Taekwondo teacher and stuff like that. He teaches up to a certain level. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta take stuff on your own.
Yep.
And he's a third degree black belt and stuff like that. So I don't know if he'll, because it's been a while since I've been in school. So I don't know if he stops at black belt or he keeps going to what his rank is, and then you have to go on. But a lot of them took on when they got to a level of black belt or whatever, they started venturing on and adding on new martial arts and stuff like that. And he wasn't tripping. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's not getting butthurt and taking it personal.
That's, like Gold Professor. He qualified for the Olympics. The only reason he didn't go because he had his daughter, but he qualified for the Olympics. He was a shoe-in to go there. I mean, he already made the qualifier. He got in the top ranking and everything. And his next step was just to go to the Olympics. I think it was what he said, around 2000 something, 2000 or 2000, around in there, 22 or somewhere. He qualified to go to the Olympics, but he had to bring his daughter with him because he was taking care of his daughter. He was like either the Olympics or his daughter. But by him being responsible, as everybody know, his daughter came first. If he couldn't successfully bring his daughter, someone there to watch his daughter do the things that he needed to do, he wasn't going.
Yeah.
And a lot of people they get to those points where they say, man, when you get to that point, man, no matter what it takes, if you gotta, because this Olympic is gonna pass. My daughter's gonna be here forever.
Yeah, and the thing is, how you treat them has a lot to do with their mental and emotional growth.
Yeah.
So it's very important of how you're gonna handle the situation of taking care of your child.
Yeah, and like I said, when it come down to it, that's why I be getting on people, man, about this. I tell guys, man, when it come down to it, there's no customized. I mean, you got to customize love per person. You can't just say every woman needs to get treated the same. It's a customizable thing because the woman you messed with before is not the same. Yeah.
Right.
So you got to know how to roll with this. And the whole point is, I keep going back to it, you got to have knowledge of self. You got to know what you want. You got to know what you're looking for in order to get what you need in a relationship, out of a relationship, make things go good, all depending on you.
I agree.
I agree also. Thank you guys for taking it to that level. But I want to know what y'all think about like what grandma used to say, if you're not pursuing one thing, then this bad thing is going to come after you. I want to drive that home, that individual, because I see a lot of people not really having drive and not having dreams and desires. That's where this genesis is coming from. And that is like the baby steps to a lot of what we're saying. Like, what do you want to do? What do you want to have? Do you know what you want? And is it your dream? Is it someone else's dream? And that should pursue, that should drive you. And then that is when you start to live your actual life. I don't see people understanding that math, that if you're not actual in pursuit of one thing, that they don't understand the inertia and the math and the magnetic ability of bad to come and find you. That it's not, that you're not going to be okay just sitting still. That's one thing my grandmother, you know how they would say, close the door, open the window and things like that. That type of thing it sounds simple, but that's what I want to drive home with today's message.
Well, I look at my successful family members and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, I want to, and they're able to do so much, and it's like, yeah, I want to get there too, but I'm not going to get there their way. I'm going to get there my way. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what I mean, because what we'll end up. We did a sermon on Job this weekend, and I was sharing the story again today. That what I learned as I read this long chapter in the conversations that he had. A lot of people know Job, right? They paraphrase Job, and they know that the devil tested. God allowed the devil to test Job, but in the end, Job ended up with more than what he had. That's typically what we all know, right? But when I actually read it and what I found, and I got frustrated as I read the back and forth, it was pages and pages and pages of this circular conversation. But what I found is that these individuals that you're talking about, where it began to circumvent what Job's issue was and where he needed to go, and it became about this discussion. That's what's happening a lot of time in the manosphere, to where we are not pursuing the right thing, and what's ended up happening is mediocrity has come and crept in to our space. And this is what Angry Man says a lot of time, that this was supposed to be this great thing. It has the potential to be this great thing. But if we don't recognize our direction and we are not in pursuit of perfection, then this mediocrity will pursue us. And this is a perfect example of how it happens. And we start talking about pumping and dumping and all these idiotic things that does not bring us to progression. It's inevitable. This is what happened. But we are, I said the other day that we become comfortable with bad. And Job had faulty counsel, and he began to stay in his affliction because of the conversation. Black men are staying in our affliction because we want to be in the conversation, versus saying our repentance and doing the work to change our station. We keep talking as we are afflicted. We will remain afflicted as long as we continue the conversation. Job remained afflicted as long as he took counsel and stayed in conversation with these fools. We got to move. We have to understand what our perfection is, what our happiness is, and we must pursue that. And we must understand the mathematics that if we are not doing that every day, then our death, then our failure is pursuing us quickly.
Mm-hmm.
My good brother, the financial all-star, just joined the show. How you doing, my good brother?
Hello.
Doing real well. And, you know, the story of Job is actually something that, ironically enough, is very pertinent to what I'm about to say. I'm going to be short because I'm still in the hospital, so I'm on like IVs and all that. So, yeah, your message on the bottom.
All our prayers with our brother Alonzo, man. All our prayers with our brother Alonzo. Get well soon, my brother.
Yeah, get well soon.
No doubt. But besides that, I still got a mission, and that mission is to teach y'all what I got to teach y'all, because like I said, there's a failure from financial advisors like myself, Black financial advisors, to teach our people stuff, right? So I just did a video the other day with one of my men who's in real estate, and we talk about spaces here, and Sheed is definitely, even though he don't know, he's a part of this movement that we're starting, as he's obviously a client of mine. But we're starting to, give me 1 second, my damn machine is beeping. I gotta get them to change this IV. The video I dropped out the other day was me and my man, who does some real estate. And he kept saying portfolio. And so I changed the title from real estate market to, now he and I have come up with our own title. And we are now letting folks know that we're a step up from the passport bros. Okay. We are what you call the portfolio bros. So if you want to be a passport bro, that's fine. But in order to be a passport bro or a non-passport bro, you got to be a portfolio bro. So what is a portfolio bro? Well, that's a man who's putting together his financial portfolio, which, how you think you're going to go over to Belize or Dominican Republic or Brazil if you ain't got no portfolio? Because if you broke, you broke. Them women is going to take you as a jokey joke. Am I right, Miss Dragon?
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of if that's here in America or if that's the air quote exotic girl in Brazil. The only reason she's exotic for you is because you have American dollars. I know men who work in my field in the financial district here on Wall Street in New York City, FIDE, the financial district, and well, we call it Fitty if you black, but but these dudes, they have double lives. They have a wife here in the States, and for the amount of $10,000, they have a wife, house, and kids in Brazil. That wife, house, and kids in Brazil understands her role is to get $10,000 a year from this man, which allows her to live like a king in Brazil. Because them favelas are dirt poor. Remember, Perfect, you was talking about dirt poor. They are dirt poor. So, you know, it's like Ruth and Boaz as well, right? Well, if we want our Ruth, we got to be Boaz, right? So, you know, Boaz was out there, and even if we want to look at the mistakes that Ruth made, because Ruth wasn't looking at Boaz, to the women around her was like, girl, is you stupid or dumb? Then she went and was like, hold on. Yeah, he's not super tickle my fancy, but this 27-year-old guy who's on his medical residency like me is just as broke as me because we're both in medical school. Boaz is the head doctor. So he can afford to buy me red bottoms and pay my student loans. This guy right here is cute, but he might not even make it in the medical field yet. So I'm going to go see Boaz. Just like Job got tested and tested and tested. Well, that's what we're going to do as passport bros. We're going to get tested and tested and tested. Right? One of the things I talk about with people who have lower income is liquidity. So I say that I'm against liquidity if you're less wealthy. The more wealthy you are, the more liquid you should be because the less apt you are to touch that liquid money. But if you're like most Americans living paycheck to paycheck, you put $50 in the bank account next week, that $50 turns to $25 when you need to go get a bag of chips and some gas. Whereas if you're wealthy, that 50 turns into 100 because you put that 50 in and then you put that other 50 in and you don't touch it. So that's all I had to say. You know, a budgeting and stuff. And like Perfect said, man, we can't, if we're going to have these conversations, we got to come to solutions. Obviously, mine is the financial, but obviously, if we're talking from biblical points, we just mentioned Ruth, Boaz, you know, Job. Those are spiritual things. You know what I mean? So we have to have our spirits intact and our mental intact. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this about the brokenness. Now, I'm only speaking for me. I can't deal with a dude like I can't say I tried it, okay? But for a dude to not have a job, like I was talking to a dude who was a musician, so he couldn't really have a steady job because he needed to be available for gigs and stuff like that, you know? And it started, and I learned quickly from just a small little loan for a phone, you know what I'm saying? For a phone bill. And I probably did that twice and he couldn't pay me back. So it's like, you know, there are some guys who will say that if you ask about, you know, his job or something like that, you're a gold digger. No, I just don't want to be taking care of a dude who's not my kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between being with somebody and you've both been working and they lose their job. Like, I don't mind taking care of you while you're looking for another job and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not even an issue. But to start off that way, it's kind of hard because it's kind of hard to trust that you're a guy who is not a bum. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to say that not all women are gold diggers. They just want you to be able to take care of your end of the bargain and stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think where that got convoluted is a couple of things, and I spoke about this yesterday, right? So a woman shouldn't lead with her master's degree. She should lead with the fact that she has a master's degree is going to allow her to enter into spaces and things that will help me maneuver, right? So, for example, let's say you and I, right? You got your master's degree, we're working together. I don't have a job, but you're able to get connected in this circle where I may be able to go make sales over these people, right? So you're able to handle yourself in a manner with which I can go there and not look crazy amongst these guys, you know, whereas unfortunately with a lot of African American women, they can't go into those spaces and make us shine. I'll give you an example. I'm a financial advisor. When I first started, obviously I work on 100% commission. It's just like your local drug dealer, right? So I ain't got no money to start with. But when I had one of my first high paying clients, I took them to a lunch at IHOP. My wife gave me her credit card. She came with us, but because it was a female client, she was like, "Oh, I ain't about to just have you taking some chick out to dinner. I don't know." But she gave me her credit card and was like, "Okay, you're going to take out the credit card so nobody knows that I'm paying for it right now." Now, the payment was $1,800 a month. So the commission was 50% of that. But, you know, I had she not helped me there, you know, I wouldn't have been able to move like that. Now, I know a lot of other young ladies say, "Man, you on your own." I'm like, "Chick, this is almost a $4,000 commission. Like, spend $50 on the steak for me. And if we don't get it, yes, I'll get another sale and get you your $50 back." But she didn't lead with the fact of her high-powered career, because my wife has a high-powered career and a high-powered degree. And I tell her every day, "Babe, your degree doesn't matter to me." Another thing men have to realize is this: just because your woman out-earns you, that's okay. She should never be able to outwork you. And my wife may currently out-earn me, but she will never, ever, 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 ever be able to outwork me, because I'm out there doing the work and I'm putting in the work and the blood, sweat, and tears, right? She out-earns me because she has a good corporate job. I work on 100% commission. So sometimes she out-earns me. But for example, this month, I just made 2 months of her salary in one sale. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
So it's things, you know what I mean? But I definitely think that.
But that's like trust and respect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. It has to be there. You know what I mean? But for example, again, my wife with her very high-powered job, and this is why I say it's best for a woman to lead with the fact that because you have the master's degree, you can get me into areas that can help me make you more hypergamous, right? That makes sense, right? So, for example, many women will tell my wife, "You're too demure," right? Even my mother will, "Oh, you need to tell him," neck snapping and popping. My mother's 52 years old and single. My wife's not. You know what she says? "Mom-in-law, I respect you, but respectfully, I'm married, you're not." So me needing to tell him and that, which my experience personally, that happens often with a lot of our women. Now there's reasons behind that. You know, I tell the story of the one, excuse my language, bitch ass nigga that I sat with 2 years ago. God bless the dead. But he sat with me 2 years ago at the age of 50, just purchasing a home for $200,000 with a 17-year-old daughter who's soon to be college age in 2 years, and just bought a Ford King Ranch F-150, which is about a $150,000 car. He sat down with me. I said, "Look, $100 a month for life insurance. Nah, I'd rather put $50 a week in Dogecoin." Okay. Fast forward to 2021. His daughter's 19. He died of COVID-19. She put a GoFundMe for $10,000 on Facebook. What does that tell me? Well, he, God bless the dead, my close friend, was a bitch ass nigga. Because instead of looking at the whole picture, realizing, damn, this $50 a month, this $100 a month is going to guarantee, God forbid something happened to me, my car is paid off, My house is paid off, and my daughter will be able to pay for her college. Right now, none of those things happen. She inherited the house, I mean, the debt of the house. She had inherited the car, I mean, the debt of the car. She had inherited the $10,000, oh, I'm sorry, that $10,000 GoFundMe that she had to spend on his funeral. So what did she inherit? She inherited the ability to go find some dude from the hood with a buy here, pay here, you go, that has a Benz logo and wears a wave cap, pays her $60, hits that ass, claps them cheeks, gets her pregnant, runs off, and then leaves men in this space to say she's for the streets. Meanwhile, her dad didn't do the proper thing by properly protecting and providing for his family. See, as men, we can't afford to look through the crack in the door. We got to bust that shit open. Women, you get the luxury of looking through the crack of the door because you're supposed to be safe and protected. It's not fair, but it is what it is, right? We got to look at things like kings and queens. And I don't think niggas understand what the fuck a king is. A king is busy all the goddamn time. A king ain't sitting on his ass, getting his balls scratched, getting fed grapes and fanned. That might be the king's queen or his advisors, but the king, you remember, everybody requests an audience with the king. We got to see the king. Hey, king, my crops aren't growing. Hey, king, this guy is encroaching upon my land. Hey, king, these guys slaughtered too many of my pigs. Hey, king, this guy is sending the wolves over here. We need you to send some more troops over to this area so these wolves don't kill my livestock. Hey, king, I'm having this problem. Hey, king, we ain't got enough bread. Hey, king, goddamn, when does the king get some rest? He doesn't. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. But everybody wants to be that so-called king. But nobody wants to have the responsibility of a king.
Right. Everybody, I mean, that's what a lot of stuff, that's what I say about marriage and stuff like that. People and couples and stuff like that. There's so many playing house instead of actual couples out here. You know what I'm saying? Because they want the title of boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, but they don't want to put in the actual work and stuff like that. They're just children playing house.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to jump in real quick.
Yeah.
There was something that Alonzo had mentioned earlier about his wife not taking advice from her mother-in-law because she was not able to accomplish what she was already doing. If she took advice from her mother-in-law, who is single, she would also be single. The only person who she could take advice from was somebody who's married. Because what? She would like to remain married.
That's very
Look,
poignant.
there are some singles who can still, like, if they're around you a lot and stuff like that, then they have like insider know with all. They might be able to give you advice, but yeah, for the most part, it's people in relationships. You gotta be. It's just that you got to be real careful about single people and getting advice from them and all that stuff. And know where they're coming from. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's an actual fact.
Yeah.
But
I'm single, and I would give my sister advice. But
Ain't
she
nothing wrong with
also knows me. So like she was, before the relationship got better and stuff like that, she was dealing with a lot of shit that I would not deal with. And it's just like I would speak my opinion, and that's what it was, in my opinion. I'm not to like be pushy and stuff like that. This isn't my relationship. All I can go do is, see what's going on myself. It's not just word of mouth from her or from him, but I'm actually seeing things, and I voice my opinions on what I've seen, and then they take it from there. You know what I'm saying?
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I've got a buddy who's married, and
Mhm.
sometimes we're having conversations, and I might give him some advice. I'm single.
Mhm.
And guess what I tell him at the end when I finish giving him the advice? I tell him, take it with a grain of salt, because
Yeah.
you know I ain't married.
Yep.
So even if your friend doesn't tell you this, you need to keep it in your own mind. Hey, this friend of mine is giving me this advice. They ain't married.
Yeah.
They don't have to live in this situation that I'm living in. It's easy for them to tell me to do those things because they ain't the ones who's got to live with the consequences.
Right.
And I'm not saying that the consequences are always going to be bad or that they're always going to be good consequences. They simply do not have to live with the consequences.
Mhm.
There might be parts of the story that you're not telling them.
Mhm.
Very true.
Well, that's why I mentioned like actually being there for things and seeing them from my
Mhm.
own eyes and stuff like that. You know
And
what I'm
like I
saying?
said before, both good and bad things that you're not
Yeah,
telling them,
I've seen the
especially the
good and the
good things.
bad.
Like you're not telling
Um,
them that you got in an argument with your husband or you got into an argument with your wife, and you know what? They were right. You might not tell them that you were the one who was wrong in the argument. They're gonna tell you, man, you ain't got to put up with that. Leave him or leave her. You left something out, and they're gonna tell you, leave him or leave her. They don't know that you were the one who was wrong.
hmm.
We ain't always gonna
Mhm.
tell people, hey, I was the one who was wrong. You're gonna have some family members, if they're really wise, they're gonna say, hey, were you in the right in this? What
No, if I'm
really
in,
happened?
for me, if I'm in the wrong, I don't mind. I do not mind saying it.
You're definitely a rare breed.
But you know that means I learned something, and if I share that with someone else, the whole story, even my side and my wrongs and stuff like that, hopefully I'm speaking to another open-minded person who's going to learn from my mistakes as well. You know what I'm saying? Because I do speak on things that could have been done better and stuff like that. Because that's part of my growth. And I've seen family members like deal with the same thing, like having the same situations, short tempered. And it's like I had to be like, this person, they're doing this and this and this, right? They're egging you on, they're trying to piss you off, they want you to react. And with those people, and you have a short fuse, you walk away from them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, I was talking to my cousin, I'm like telling her that, yeah, it's not easy, and you're not gonna always catch yourself. But when you do catch yourself before, you know, popping off or blacking out, just walk away. You know, do
And what
what
I'm
you
trying
can
to get
do.
at is,
Huh?
what I'm trying to get at is that a lot of people, a lot of us have people in our lives. You at a party and you got your new Jordans on, and somebody done stepped on your shoe. And
Absolutely.
your boy saw that and he said, man, you gonna let this motherfucker disrespect you like that? You spent your hard-earned money on these Jordans and you gonna let this motherfucker scuff them and get away scot-free? I got a piece in the car. Let's go. Oh, some fucking shoes.
Right.
This your boy. This the person who giving you advice.
And
It ain't that you won't
it
upset
could have
about
been
it.
an
You were
accident.
upset about it. But
Right.
you letting this person escalate it into a bad situation. And sometimes in relationships, You letting somebody who's close to you escalate you on something that really ain't to that scale or of that magnitude that you really need to be taking action and going to the car and getting the piece out the trunk.
Mm-hmm. Like you said, with some shoes.
Very true.
Shoes that you can clean up and you know what I'm saying? It's not even that big of a deal, but
And I'm not even talking about shoes. This could be an argument that you got into. Yeah, you need to leave him and your ex-boyfriend didn't treat you like that. Oh, I heard your ex-boyfriend is down the street at his mama's house. Why don't you go see him?
oh my goodness, I've heard so many of those stories. Actually, that was told to me too.
So you see what you see where I'm coming from.
Well, no, the dude I was with was trash.
The best advice they could have given you is
so
go back and say you're sorry. Go back to your husband or go back to your wife and say you're sorry. You know you fucked up. Hey, bro, man, it's some fucking shoes, man. You get these shits cleaned when you go get back to the house. Put some shoe polish on them. They'll look just as good as new.
Mm-hmm.
Man, let's go.
Hell no, man. Them's my J's, bro. It's the principle, man. I got to smoke this cat, man. What you mean, man? Listen.
Those are those limited edition ones, Alonzo. That's what you're saying.
That's the limited editions, man. They got the 3D Jordan, man. He coming from the half court line, man. We got to get smoked, man.
He's coming straight at you like.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah, homeboy got to get smoked, man. Them the Jordans. But it is sad, and
you can literally see him dunking the ball.
Exactly, man. You can see the sweat falling off his head, man. Homeboy got to get pop smoked for that, man. I say that obviously in jest, but that's actually what got me into financial services, was getting shot 5 times. So I know, what that life is about. And whatever clouds you blowing, hopefully that's vanilla custard or Fruity Pebbles flavor.
It's like 3 melons, like honeydew, and what's that green one?
Cantaloupe, honeydew.
Oh, green one is honeydew. Yeah, cantaloupe, and it's another melon in here, and then I got another juice, peach pear, that I put it with. So yeah, it's fruity.
That sounds delicious.
It is delicious.
But yeah, so like I said, my main thing is the financial world or the financial aspect. So that's why I'm going with Portfolio Bros. So you know what, gentlemen, I think everybody up here is definitely Portfolio Bros or Portfolio Sister in this instance. But I think, like I said, the portfolio is a whole nother different conversation, right? And when it comes to the portfolio, you're talking about a multitude of things. So yeah, you're gonna look at what I do: insurance, sometimes investments. My big thing is insurance and alternative concepts with that. But then, you've got investments, you've got Bitcoin, you've got real estate, you've got fine art. You actually have Jordans, which can be a part of your portfolio. Yeah. Obviously, it's not going to be a large part of your portfolio, but you might have some Jordans, and I promise you won't be shooting nobody over those J's, even if they get scuffed, because you'll be like, damn, you fucked up my portfolio. Time to throw these away and get something more expensive. Look, as perfect. Hey, perfect. I ain't even going to hold you. I just went on a shopping spree, right? I just went and bought that Coach wallet. I'm about to go get the Basquiat Coach wallet. I just went and bought another Coach business card holder for like $50 just so I can have my business cards in there. Then I just went and bought some isotoners and some Uggs for the winter. And I just bought also the and perfect, this is your fault, so fuck you for making me buy all this shit. I also bought the fucking the Burberry glasses. Like you said, just get them all, man. You need the accoutrement. I fucked around and did it. So you about to see me floss with a whole bunch of new shit because I got to show it off somewhere. But I think, like I said, in terms of the Portfolio Brothers, we'll be able to actually build ourselves there. And these are conversations that we need to have. I think stuff like bringing more women up and actually listening to what y'all have to say. Because a lot of the times when we've in other spaces where we bring women up to a panel, it becomes almost like a McGangbang session of just, where were you on the night of June 5th? You know you done fucked up, right? You know, so or it becomes a pander session where the guy is just like kissing her ass. We don't need either one of those. You know, we need serious situations where we can have actual dialogue back and forth.
Right.
So,
but I mean, we have the spaces where the guys are dogging the women, and we have the spaces where the women are dogging the men and stuff like that. And there's like just whole bunch of yelling and no conversation.
Oh yeah, that's because I hurt you more than me, and you hurt me more than you, and so on and so forth.
And it's like I didn't, because I don't even know you like that. Like we don't even have that type of relationship for me to hurt you.
Exactly. It's like I don't even know you. How did I hurt you?
Right.
And then the most constructive part is you allowed yourself to be hurt. Not that somebody else hurt you, but that you allowed it to happen.
Mm.
And that's one of the parts of the conversation that in this space is kind of missing a lot. Not so much that somebody else hurt you, but that you allowed it to happen. And you knew it was happening. But now you're upset at somebody else, but you should be looking at yourself because you allowed it to happen.
But the thing is, people, I don't know how they are now, but in my younger years, I was, playing it nice. So I would wait for the dude to break up with me, whatever. And then I got to a point where, it was just like, I'm going to be hurt anyway. Like because my feelings are in it. I'm going to be hurt either way, being in the relationship or breaking up. So I might as well break up, deal with the hurt, get over it, and move on. You know what I'm saying? At least that hurt is going to be short term and not long term, because I stayed in a bad relationship.
I've noticed. I've seen a lot of women do that, where was it like to make him the bad guy, if I will.
I don't know. I can like I said.
I think it's a guilt thing.
Speak for myself.
It's easier for them to leave you than for you to leave them. There's a certain amount of guilt that's involved in it, and being the one who breaks things up.
No, I have no guilt.
Now you don't.
Well,
but initially.
No. When I knew I was ready to break up, I was ready to break up. No guilt.
Yes, but you did mention earlier that there was a time.
But was I really thinking about guilt? That was so damn long ago. I can't even think if guilt was like seriously. That was high school age. Like, yeah.
What do you know? College age?
Well, I just finished my degree. My second one. Well, it's not a degree; it's a certificate. But I just finished.
But guilt isn't necessarily that feeling of, I stole something, man, they're gonna catch me.
No, I know you're talking about the guilt of hurting someone, right?
The guilt of you hurting somebody, or the guilt of you're the one who ended it. But it also could be like a scarcity thing. Where am I gonna find another?
Nah.
There's some people, especially here in the manosphere, where they stay in it because where are they gonna find another woman?
Yeah, no, I've never had that problem.
They put up with stuff that they normally would not put up from other people. And it's
true.
Weird because they might have a career in which they wouldn't put up with that type of stuff in their career, but they'll put up with it in a relationship. And they think that it's different somehow when it's really not.
The person I was with, when everybody was like, you better all going back to your ex. He was trash, and that's why they were saying that. But I didn't see it because I was dealing with depression. Which is how we got together. So that's my part, and the reason why I say that people should be mentally and emotionally healthy before getting into a new relationship.
So in a sense, you were kind of dependent on him.
I mean, the thing is, I guess with my mind being on him, my mind wasn't on me. You know, like what was making me depressed and all that stuff. It was when I started kind of waking up out of that darkness that I saw him for what he was, and I was just like, because I'm the type of person that if I have to worry about you, like if I even think that you're cheating on me, or I have to worry about you maybe cheating on me, I'd rather not deal with you, because that's just stress that I just won't accept.
I think that's difficult because, like, for example, right? Like, I'll use myself and my wife as an example.
Mm-hmm.
I would go out with her and her female friends from work. Now, her female friends from work, it used to be funny. When I was working at Macy's in New York City and she was doing what she was doing, they would always be like, girl, you need to get you a real man. He broke working at Macy's. He only make $1,000 a week. That ain't nothing.
But you was working. Goddamn. Okay.
Yeah, but they shopped at Macy's. They didn't work at Macy's. So, and they were making substantially more than $50,000 a year. So, and this is New York City. $50,000 a year in New York City is poverty.
Yeah, but money is money. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying earlier about myself. Like, I can't see myself like getting with a broke person from the jump and stuff like that. But if you working and you doing your thing and shit happens, and you know, because we all know that shit happens. Hell, shit has happened.
Yeah.
That's
shit, I got fired from Macy's.
That's a whole different story. You know, like, I can work with that because I know you don't mind working for your money.
Mm.
I know you're not bummed because you were working. You know?
Right. But so now here goes the story with that. As soon as my girl will go to the bathroom, they be like, Alonzo, your fine ass, let me come get with you. And I'm like, girl, you just told my wife all this other BS. And so the other thing was I would make sure to do this directly in front of my wife to let her know that she had no need to worry about me cheating. I'd go, again, I sell insurance and real estate financial services. I have my PTIN, which is my Preparedness Tax Identification Number. So everything I do is self-employment, right? I work for myself. Every job I've had, I've gotten fired from, which allowed me to know that I need to be a boss. So
right.
I was like, okay, everything I do now is self-employment. It's a fucking roller coaster, I'll tell you that. But what I would do is I'd always go after the finest girls and get their phone numbers right in front of my wife. Her homegirls always be like, girl, he ain't shit. Look, he out there getting that girl phone number. And she'd be like, girl, he ain't thinking about her ass. He trying to get some money out of her. And that's usually 10 times out of 10 what it was. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, look, but here's what's funny. Because I'm a shy dude when it comes to personal, I would never approach those, super duper dimes for dating purposes. But if I'm gonna come get a dollar out you, Beyonce butt naked, you about to be my client.
Right. Right.
So, it's a different type of swag and confidence, but I've also realized that I have to be careful with that. Because my swag and confidence damn near got me raped by a woman. I'll tell y'all that story. So
offering you a glass of water.
Oh, try to use grape instead of the R word.
Yeah, so she groped me. But what happened was I was so here's where she lived. She lived on HOE Avenue in the Bronx, which is Hoe Avenue. And
sorry.
But it's a real street in the Bronx. And so when I get there, she's in the tightest of tight spandex, and she's like, "Ooh, you look kind of warm. Don't you want to take your jacket off?" I'm like, "No, I'm trying to sell you some insurance, miss." "Oh, you got money?" "No, miss, I'm trying to sell you some insurance. I ain't got no money. You got the money." But that's why I generally, when females get in this business, I always tell them to bring a male counterpart with them when they go travel, because if a female can do that, at least I'm a male, I could punch her in the mouth. But if you get to a situation where you get some crazy dude, you might not always be able to punch him in the mouth while you're alone and get out of there.
That's why you always look for something that can be used as a weapon. You look for all the exits.
And in New York, you got to remember there's a fire escape.
That's
Big
another
fact.
exit. That's why I said you look for all the exits, all the weapons, and any object that's put in my hand can and will be used as a weapon. That's my PSA.
I ain't gonna
This
go there.
message has been approved by PC.
That's good. But listen, y'all, I actually gotta go get poked and prodded by the nurses, so I'm gonna hop off, y'all.
All right, you get well soon,
All right,
okay?
Alonzo, you take care.
No doubt.
Man.
Salute, y'all.
Hey, perfect. You back yet? Nah, he's still gone.
Hey, you tell Perfect.
Why
It
you gotta
ain't
say it
taco.
like that?
You tell Perfect. It ain't Taco Wednesday. It's Taco Tuesday. He need to be back by now.
Yeah, it's only been about 36 minutes.
Yeah. And he telling us to watch our tacos. Hey, I done drop this tool up under my truck. Okay, there you go in the middle.
What are you
Yeah,
working
man.
on, Sheed?
Plumbing, man, plumbing. Running water lines, making sure. I'm just backtracking guys who did the work. I gotta make
This
sure
late
they
in the
did it
evening,
properly.
Sheed.
Who didn't work?
Who did the work?
Oh, who did? Okay.
Yeah. What do you mean this late in the evening? When is a bad time to go to work and make money?
It's almost 11 o'clock, Sheed.
Okay, I get home about 1. Give me about 5 hours and I hit the job again. That's the first job. Yeah. Hey man, see these guys out here, they don't want no money. I was talking to Joey. I told him the same thing. He said, man, why you working so late? I said, you ever seen the movie How High? And he met this guy that said, I need money. And he said, me too. And we've been friends ever since. Hey, man. Ain't nothing but a chicken wing, man. Getting a little time in right now, you know. Trying to finish
There's
on up.
always work to be done, but not always people who are willing to do it.
Yeah.
Shit, if I could work outside, I'd probably do construction myself. Shit.
Hey, construction. A lot of women doing construction. They make money too, cause first of all, them guys be over there looking at y'all while y'all, you know, they may have you as a flag girl where you just sitting up there holding the sign while the cars go by.
Yeah, Miss PC, I hope you ain't one of them construction workers that gonna be catcalling me when I walk by the construction site
Oh
in my short shorts.
That's one of the things I used to hate about taking the bus when I was in school. It's like them people.
Yeah, look at her.
All
Oh,
the cat calls and all that stuff. It's just like,
hell, it's 2021. The shoe's on the other foot. You could be the one catcalling dude.
Hey, I had women cat call me. I'm like, what? I'm looking around. I'm like, what? I'm like, where the dude at? And the girl like, no, you. I'm like, I thought you were calling a woman because hey, woo. I'm like, is that a dude? Then I look around. I'm looking, and next thing you know, the woman say, "No, you. Hey there, sexy." Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Like the roles have been reversed.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't even do that. Because
and
beat my luck, the dude like call back.
hey, you ain't calling that something if you don't like it now. That's the thing, man.
True.
Yeah, so you know you're gonna get what you ask for. That's the thing. You're gonna get what you ask for.
So I'm picky.
Hey, you're gonna pick that one then, cause you're gonna get what you ask for. Man, let's see. Gotta hit this and do that. Okay, cool. And perfect time. Hold on. It is.
Here's one of the things I was thinking about those skills, Sheed.
Uh huh.
Where did you pick up those skills?
Would I pick up low skills?
No, the skills
No,
that you're
your
using
skills.
right
Oh,
now.
just research YouTube. You know, I follow guys who actually do the trade. Then I work with them. You know, pick up from there. Then I go, because normally I do a lot of deliveries, and that to me I found out was pretty much the easiest job to do. And I was going to I'm still end up in the process of buying me a box truck. But I ended up going on a job, and I did, like I told the guys, I did 3 toilet O-ring replace, build the rings around the toilet because it was a new construction. So whoever built the house, they didn't actually properly um, set the drain for the toilet. It's
Oh
supposed
my
to be
goodness.
level to the floor, but they
Right.
had
So that
it
it drains
beneath.
properly.
Yeah. So after a while, the wax, because the cheap way is to get the wax, and over time that wax it rinses down into the toilet, into the drain, and then you have leaks around that area where the wax at, and that's what happened. The lady had the house a total of since 2013, so that's what 18
See,
years. Yep.
this is what I'm talking about. People now wanting to work for their money and stuff like that, taking shortcuts and stuff. Like that's
Yep.
some
Now,
bullshit.
after work, I had a buddy of mine that had a shop close by. And after work, I would go hang out with him. And I would go help him and I would observe. He needed a tool, I'd hand it to him. This year alone, I probably ended up saving over $1,000 in repairs to my vehicle.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
repaired the transmission. I had one of the windows in the back didn't want to roll up. I replaced that whole mechanism inside of that door.
Yeah. The motor. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've done
I
that
was
before.
able to do all of that stuff by myself because that friend of mine allowed me to help him,
Mhm.
and I gained knowledge from helping him.
Mhm.
Yep. And that's the key. You just the first step is just going out there doing it. One of my friends, I replaced the motor on his car because his window wouldn't go up, and he was complaining. He put tape on it and all this stuff. I said, man, just go ahead. Let me pop the door open, pull the window off track, push it all the way up, put a stick or something in there until you actually get the motor. So he's like, nah, man, it's down a little bit. So I think I can ride just with the tape on it. So I did all that, popped it open. He's like, nah, I gotta go get it, man. I said, look, let me go get it from the puller parts. He's like, nah, I'd rather buy one new. I said, all right, it's about $80. We looked it up. So he went and grabbed it. I put it on for him. He's like, man, that was it. Just I said, man, take the screws out, put the screws in. It's simple as that. Because that's like one of my other trucks. I changed the Cadillac converter on there. And I didn't get a universal one to where I had to cut and weld. I got a factory original one. Got it.
Okay.
They was like $1,800 to change the Cadillac converter. I went to this place down here. That's a racing place called Summit Racing, and they had the Cadillac converter, the original one, because I got 2 Cadillac converters. So I had to drop the transmission bar that holds the transmission up, and that was the number one thing because I went into a lot of forums, looked it up, looked it on YouTube several times, And the forum said the number one thing that nobody never tells you about is removing the transmission bar and that transmission moving, and that messes it up. Mechanics won't tell you that because they want you to do it. So you take it to the shop, they change your catalytic converter, and they fix that the what they
Transmission.
call the not the trans it's the not axle, I forgot the name of it. It goes into the transmission.
Transfer.
Drive
Okay.
shaft.
Okay,
Drive
drive
shaft.
shaft.
Yeah, so basically learned all that, got up under there, dropped that bar, had two jacks, one to hold the drive shaft up and the other one to hold the transmission up, and got under there. I had all the power tools because I got tools for days. Every time I turn around, I'm buying tools. Like my wife, she just got mad at me. I did about a couple of jobs and I roughly had about $1,200. I think I roughly spent about 1,000 in tools. She was like, "God done it." She's like, why? I was like, I never know when I'm gonna need it. Then turn around,
Yeah.
something happened. See, told you it was important to get that. Yeah. I was like, yeah, you never need it until you need it. Like I ended up buying a wet vac and everything because I got two now. I got a one that's a battery powered one, and I got a one that you plug in. The one that plug in holds 10 gallons. The other one is the one that plug in. I got it. It was a little more expensive, but it only holds what about 5 gallons. But at the same time, it's like when I need it, I need it. You know.
And
Mhm.
you didn't really you didn't waste any money. You
No.
didn't really spend any money. It was an investment
Exactly.
Right.
because those tools can turn around and make you more money, or they can save you money if you need to use them again.
Exactly.
Because
And
people are
that's
thinking, oh, that transmission job that I did, I probably ended up spending about $700 in
mm-hmm.
tools.
And the thing is, they
That
don't lose
repair
their
job,
value.
yeah, that repair job was going to cost me more than that in just the labor. And most
Probably about
likely the
32.
shop that, yep, and most likely the shop that I take it to is going to tell me, hey, you need a new transmission.
Yep.
And all it needed was just $300 part inside of the transmission.
Yep. That's and I actually it was funny one day. I had took out a motor with my friend. Me and him, we was over at his house and he was gonna sell his car. And so he's like, well, I'll take this motor out this car and put it in the other car, then I'll do that. I'll be good. So one thing led to another. End up doing that. Snatched his motor out. And the crazy part, we took all the bolts out, everything, dropped it down, and we was like, why the motor won't come out? We all know that the motor is connected to the transmission. We didn't take the bolt out the transmission to move the motor. So my brother came out there. He was like, yeah, he said, yeah, man, we took all the bolts, did all this and that. My brother go out there, look at the car, get up under there. He's like, give me a something millimeter. Took one bolt out, motor drops down. I was like, oh man, really?
Yeah, and that job by itself, just replacing that motor, is almost what, $1,500 if you go to an independent shop, maybe more if you go to a dealer.
Yeah, because replacing those motor, man, that stuff get expensive, and they'll charge you 1,500. But then you got the ones that if you go to the shop, like they charge you hourly wage for the labor. So
Yeah,
that's where they make their money.
it's so hard to find like a good mechanic these days.
Yeah,
Like a
everybody.
trustworthy one. Like
Yeah,
it's so hard.
they all out to make money, and the more the better. I went to the guy I know, and I was kind of skeptical about him stiffing me, and I'm like, this guy I know from church and everything, but he charged me $1,000 just to change my what was it, gasket on my water pump. And when he did that, because it cost $1,000, because pretty much the labor part only cost me about $10 or something like that. But then they charge per hour, like for the labor, around 80, 90 to $100 some dollars an hour for the labor. They had to take the whole front end off just to get to the back of the motor to change that that out. And so when they did that, I was like, man, you might as well change my water pump. You might as well change my serpentine belt, all the stuff that you got to take out, because I don't want to have to give you another $1,000 to take my water pump out when you already changed the gasket. Why not just give you a new water pump, a new gasket, a new belt, all these things that you're going to pull off. Every part that I looked up that he was having to take off, I bought all new, so it wouldn't be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you know
Yep.
you have a good mechanic. I had that guy who allowed me to be in his shop and learn from him. He was recommended to me by a buddy from work, and I had known that the car I had needed a half shaft up front because it was starting to make a little bit of noise. So when the clutch went out on that car, I took it to this shop, and the guy told me, "Hey, I'm going to do this clutch, but while I'm in there, I'm going to have to take out this half shaft anyway, and it's on its way out." I already knew it was on its way out. So when he told me that, hey, I ain't even going to charge you extra. Just bring me the part and I'll just put it in because I have to put it back in when I put it back together. I said, man, this dude knows what he's talking about and he's going to save me some money.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take my car anywhere else.
Yeah, I had a good mechanic for a while, and then he took, he moved or whatever, and I haven't found a good one since.
Yeah, and it's something that kind of expands even more than that, because she ain't just a mechanic. He's a plumber. He's an electrician. Anything he needs to do, he'll find a way to learn it and do it himself if it's within reason. The computer that I'm using right now, this is something I put together myself. It's not the first one I've put together. I did it for fun, but now if the computer, something happens to it, I know how to diagnose it and fix it. It saves me some money. Again, it's a skill that I can use for myself in more ways than one. One, to fix my own stuff, but if I ever wanted to make money using that skill, it's something that I have.
Yeah.
The same thing applies with cooking. Shoot, I even know how to do a little bit of sewing with a needle. I got a pair of pants, the button came off of it. What? I'm going to throw away these pair of pants because I need to sew a button on here. You have a grown-ass man on YouTube.
Too much to put the button back on.
You have a black man sitting in front of his computer looking up on how to sew a button back on a pair of trousers. The sewing kit didn't cost me all that much. The button didn't cost all that much. And shoot, my pants are just as good as new.
I think everybody should have a needle and some black and brown thread and tan.
I happen to use green thread. It was neon green, but I'm just like that.
But I'm saying, like, everybody needs to have a sewing kit, like, because a lot of these minor things, like you say, you shouldn't be like putting it to the side to either be thrown away or taken to the cleaners for them to fix for too much and stuff like that. It's hard to find a good cleaners. First of all, to even clean your clothes, let alone do alterations on your clothing and stuff like that, Business is not like it used to be, where people took pride in the work that they did and didn't try to bullshit you around and stuff, just to be greedy.
But nowadays, everything is a business. But here's also the more another important part of it. By knowing how to do certain things, let's say there comes a day where you just don't want to mess with it.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't want to mess with it. You take it somewhere for it to be done for you. you at least have enough knowledge to know, are they trying to get over on me?
Right.
And that knowledge by itself is very valuable.
It is. I think he went to sleep narratives. He said, "Where's perfect timing podcast?"
Hey, you know the crazy part is,
But
I seen a guy on a Zoom call. He thought he had took off his camera, and his crew, he's working with his colleagues, and they was like, "Oh my goodness, John didn't think his camera. John thought he put his camera on mute." John goes to the back, grabs the lotion, tissue, starts to unbuckle his pants. Hey, you got to go on YouTube and watch the worst or the funniest of Zoom call meetings. Man, it is hilarious. I was like, wait a minute.
But someone else was talking about that and showing videos, not like on that level, okay, where the person thought they turned the cameras off and stuff, and it wasn't Zoom, it was them live streaming.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, there was a girl who got her channel closed because she was masturbating online, and it's like I can understand if someone's doing it on purpose. But for the accidents, you know what I'm saying? It's like, don't shut them down. Like investigate and see what happened and stuff before you just shut people's accounts down because they put a lot of work into it,
Hey, ain't no accidents with with that. You wanted to do that. I just want to say that.
And the people
No,
out there,
but I'm
if
saying
you just got off of the phone with somebody, don't be shit talking about that particular person you just got off the phone with.
Right.
Make sure that phone is really, that call has ended. In fact, even better, turn the damn phone off and then shit talk about it.
But
James don't know what he's talking about. Man, if I had James in my face, I'd punch James in his face. Well, James still here. Oh, man, see, I ain't even know you was here. All that, man. I was just playing with you.
you hear this small voice about what? What?
Exactly.
Is that how you really feel about me?
That's the phone.
Don't come into work tomorrow. You're fired.
Man, I wish Perfect was back so I can tell him to pull up this video of this girl. So the girl ended up talking all this junk. She was in the car. She said, "Yeah, I hit your man. I did this and did that to him. See, that's what you don't know. See, I was out here. Yeah, we was having sex in your house when he was alive, and we did this and we did that.
When he was alive, oh my goodness.
Yeah, because the dude passed or something.
You're right.
Out the blue, I'm talking about all I seen was hands. Blip, 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 blip. And the girl, she talking all this stuff. She actually pulls off and had the car and drive already. So when the girl was beating on her, the phone fell out of hand because she had a phone on the steering wheel. So when the phone fell off the steering wheel, she's like, you hear? And you see a body moving like, yeah, she getting yanked. What's going on? So she pulls off, and when she pulls the camera back up, her hair all messed up, and she like, yeah. She like, yeah. She's like, yeah, you come around, jump out here. It's gonna be a homicide. I'm gonna hit you. She don't know who she talking to. Man, I killed somebody around here.
All she got is the damn car. She ain't got no hands. Like, I can't stand it when people that don't have no hands be talking the most shit. Shut the hell up.
I can tell you a fighter.
I can't stand it.
And then look, after all that said and done, that she got her, got them hands put on, and she went to heading for the hill, king of the hill. Then she was like, "Woo! I'm glad I always keep my car and drive, man. Some told me to keep my car and drive, cause woo, man, that could have been bad." But I'm like, first of all, you in front of the girl house on live, talking about how you doing all this for her dead boyfriend on live, and that happened. That just happened.
What was he dead when she was doing that stuff, or what was it before?
That was straight up. That was straight up disrespectful. Seriously, like I don't care what kind of relationship.
he was alive, but the whole point of it was once he died, I guess her and the girl had it out. So she wanted to say,
well, thank you for clearing it up, because I didn't know what kind of freak she was, or she was some kind of necrophiliac or something.
yeah, I took your man while he was on his deathbed. Yeah, but yeah, it was crazy, and I'm like, whoa! So you just gonna talk about this girl, man, while you in front of the house? She just
The
ran
girl's
outside.
dead, man. Like that is so disrespectful.
Who came outside and proceeds to give her some hands? You know, she tried to put hands
As
on
she
her like the
should
church.
have. Sorry, you know, it is what it is. She deserved the ass whooping.
Yeah, it was funny,
She
man.
asked for it. She asked for
like,
it.
Wow.
She ain't even gonna let that girl mourn.
And people don't even understand how they be asking for an ass whooping. They be oh, I didn't even do nothing. I don't know why she hit me. I don't know why he was shooting at me.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
It didn't have nothing to do with you messing around with his brother.
Right.
And his granddaddy. and his cousin.
Yep.
All at the same time.
That's the ones who be on Maury.
Yeah. I don't care, more. I don't care. Say what you gonna say. Yeah, he the daddy. What Medea? He the daddy. I told y'all he
No. You see, he looks like you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they all relatives. They all look alike.
You got your ear. He got your teeth.
You see, he looked just like you. He got 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth.
Oh man, that'd be funny when they say that.
I think there was one that could not be proven because they were identical twin brothers.
That's just dirty.
Yeah. Because I think with the identicals, right? Their DNA is the same.
Yeah, I mean,
They can have different thumbprints and, you know, of course, personalities and stuff like that. But I think the DNA strand is the same.
The crazy one that got me was about the guy who he sit up there and was talking about how, what was it, the 2 twin kids, one was light skinned, one was dark skinned. There was 2 different baby daddies. I was like, whoa, what? Wait a minute.
She wasn't that a case of in vitro fertilization though?
What happened?
Yeah. There was a white kid, a white dude.
It was almost like a litter of puppies. It was a set of twins with 2 different daddies.
Yeah. It was a white dude and a black dude. It was a white twin and a black twin, and I was like, "This not true. This not true." I was like, "This some fake stuff," and I still don't think it's true. You know, this is more, so I don't believe. Yeah.
Actually, it probably was true. I remember seeing a news article.
It most likely was true because the thing is, there was a woman in the news who gave birth to twins, and one was white and one was black, and the husband's white. There was no show about like who's the father and stuff like that because he accepted them both. So yeah, it happens. but that husband was like, "These both my babies." No, I did not hear about Karen, the Karen who hit the news reporter in Walmart. Let me see. Pull that up. See what that is.
Yeah, I looked at my phone. He had some business to take care of.
Okay. Make sure he didn't drop the taco. Just making sure he ain't dropped the taco. Hey man, I be laughing at these guys in the States. I tell them, man, I come here for the fun, laugh, and joke. Cause I'm like, some of these guys, life's just too serious, man. You know, laugh a little, man. Laugh a little.
Yeah, you have to, man. It's life sometimes it gets too serious.
Rough, just rough. Nah, take it easy. Take it easy. Man, trying to find my charger to my headset. That's why my volume's so low.
Yeah, talking about headsets. The other day I was in the truck. I put my lunch bag on top of my headset, my trucker's headset.
Which one? The pair, the blue pair?
Yeah, the blue Parrot. I think it was that BT 350 or 450.
Okay, okay.
That
Yeah,
thing cost me about $150, man.
yeah.
You can be driving down 95 with your windows rolled down at 60, 70 miles an hour. If you being quiet, people ask, hey, you still there? Them headsets are that good.
Yep. I got the aftershock. I got the BT 550. Then I got
Mm-hmm.
the aftershock. Aftershock. Only reason I like the aftershock better because I do a lot of sweating and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so with these, there's no speakers. The headset with a
That's one of those bone conduction ones, right?
yep. Man, I love them. I love them. Sound is clear. Sweat up a storm. Ain't got to worry about the stinky ear. Man, I love them. Because my friend had them, and I got the one with the mic that comes down to your mouth at least. I think
Mm-hmm.
it comes to the side of my cheek, so I get
That's
good
about
sound.
$160.
Yep. I actually bought them for the pilot, so I spent $198, and I was like, I could have waited, or I could have got them for Best Buy, but every Best Buy I went to, they were sold out. So I was like, man, I want them today, so I'm just gonna go to the pilot, get them. Then they give you the 2-year warranty, factory warranty. Then they give you the pilot 90-day return, as long as you have the original box. So I'm like, cool.
Yeah, the only thing I will knock them pilots about, not the pilots, but the Parrots, is that the hoop that goes over your head,
Yeah.
they have a tendency of cracking in that area.
And that's the issue I had with that. So
And
I
guess
got the
what I did?
warranty,
I
so I
took
make
some
sure
damn
that.
super glue and sealed that crack up, and it worked good until I left my damn lunch bag with a couple of waters on top of it.
Yeah. You're gonna have to get in touch with them, get them to ship you out another one. Because I still have my original one too.
I had that headset for about 3 or 4 years,
Oh, okay.
so
Yeah,
so
time
so, so
for
I
an
got my
upgrade.
use out of it.
Yeah, about time for an upgrade.
Hmm. Yeah, because I was seeing them on eBay for like $60.
Yeah. Mhm. But with that, you get what you pay for.
Yeah, but it's a Blue Parrot BT 350, the XT model
Okay.
for
Yeah, the
three.
crazy
For,
part is I had it was the 350, and what was the one before that one? The one with the little wire arm on it. I think it was 250. I had the
hmm
350. I had the 250. I had the three. I had the 250, the 450. No, so the 350 is the one with the wire on it, right? Or is it
Yeah, the 350 has a wire, and then the 450 is the one with the plastic
coffee
headband.
cup? Yeah, so I
Yeah.
had all three of those. I had the 350, 450, and now I got the 5. And I lost the funny part, I lost my 350. Went and bought the 450. 3 months later, I found it, so I was like, I might as well keep it. So I was like, because normally I'll be like in and out, and one go out, I just grab another one. Like
Hmm.
today, I ended up leaving the 450 at home. Normally, I keep one in the truck, and then I have the chargers and everything just in case if it goes dead. I got one in my truck, one at home. I end up buying extra chargers because, kind of bad about that leaving chargers, especially with those aftershocks. There's a special magnet that hooks up to it. So it's not the regular mini USB anything. There's a
Hmm.
magnet charger that hooks up to it. And I'm like, this is nice because I had to actually put that on my cell phone. I got a magnet charge to the point where you clip your cord. I always clip your cord, snatching your phone out with that magnet charge. Man, it was good, but it wasn't keeping a good charge on it. If it could keep a good charge on that, I would have kept it, but I ended up taking it off. And then when I got this one. This is the Note 20, and I
Hmm.
got the other one, the Note 20 Ultra. I cracked the screen on the Ultra, but this was my backup, the Note 20 regular.
Have you tried one of those glass screen protectors on your phones?
Yeah, this one I just cracked. I got 3 cracks in it now. I'm finna peel it off and go get another one. It works. It works good. Works good. My wife, she cracked hers all up, and she has that protector on there. That's the only thing that saved her. Other than that, it's a wrap.
I forgot what screen I had it on. I thought I had looked up that Rhonda Young article that Coffee had put down there in the chat. They have her on Facebook.
A narrative. Is Karen wearing a like a black summer dress or something?
I don't think so.
Oh, you saw the video too?
Yeah, I'm looking at the video right now. I'm gonna put it down there in the chat since Perfect ain't up here. I'm not able to put it on the stream. Where is
Zoom
there?
comes in handy.
All these damn monitors. There we go. Coffee, Nino, you ain't shit, man. Rhonda Young, I think she's an amateur street reporter. The one I'm seeing, Coffee, is her over here at the scene of a fire. So you saying there's a different one with her at a Walmart?
Yeah, this is not Walmart, so maybe I was on the right.
Yeah, you probably did have the right one. I'm looking at another one.
Let's see. This one? It's in the back chat. Just check it out.
It's the same lady though.
No, but I'm talking about the Karen, who Karen is. This girl is following Karen around the Walmart with a camera.
Yeah, like I said, she's an amateur reporter. Street reporter. My goodness. And she's over there on
She got
Instagram doing this thing.
16.9 subscribers, so I hope she's getting paid for this.
Yeah, one of her other videos went viral and it has like 1.2 million views on it.
Man, Rhoda is chewing the hell out of that gum. She's just killing it.
Yeah, let me put the link over here in the chat so that people can see the video that Coffee was talking about. So that first one I put down there in the chat wasn't it. And still, Quafanino, you ain't shit.
Oh, she hit her phone. No, bitch. She's still walking, baby. Tell me, I'm not gonna pitch out.
Yeah, Nino, you have so much eclectic taste. Where the hell you find this kind of stuff at? Anyway, PC Dragon, had a quick question. That screen that you have in the background, where'd you end up getting that thing from? I know it's
Amazon.
kind of Japanese style screen.
Amazon.
I almost feel like
So this
Tammy
one's like
Turner.
5 feet high, and I got one that's like what 6 or 7 feet high. The other one, the wood is painted black. But they both have cherry blossoms on it.
Sakura.
Huh?
I said Sakura.
What's that?
Cherry blossoms.
Okay. I knew I heard it before, but
Yeah. There might be some nerds around here. I don't know where they might be, but I know there's some around here.
Hey, I have no problems with nerds, sweetie. I have no problems with nerds. Shoot, when this COVID gets back under wraps and stuff like that, I know it's not going to be completely, but I'm talking about like where I'm comfortable with it. I'll go back out and do my little cosplay at Comic-Palooza and Comic-Con and Renaissance Festival. Like I'm missing out on my events.
So, do you make your own outfits for the Comic-Cons, or?
I try to. That's much better than what you're gonna find at a costume store. You know what I'm saying? A Halloween store, whatever. All those machine-made rush job costumes that they have. You know, they're good for picking up a few pieces here and there, but it's definitely better to make your own costume. If you go on my Instagram page, which is beautifully animated without the space, you'll see what the hell? Am I missing some pictures? What the hell? Hold on, let me check something real quick. Feels like I'm missing some pictures. What the hell? Guess I have to reload some pictures. Because I'm supposed to have like my poison ivy pictures up there.
It's up there.
Okay.
And don't ask me how I know.
Okay, there it goes. I don't know what happened. I don't know what the heck I clicked on. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I got poison ivy. I got casual poison ivy, which is me in a shoulderless shirt, whatever, like off the shoulder top, which is green. Got my red on with some leaves behind me. That's my poison ivy at home picture. And then the one with the corset.
So, and beautifully animated. How did you end up hearing about the show?
Hearing about this show?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm subscribed. I'm subbed. I guess my first introduction into the Manosphere, which gave me access to guys who are in the Manosphere and who are not in the Manosphere, you know what I'm saying? They just do their own thing. So that would be the Bishop.
I'm unfamiliar with the Bishop.
Okay. So from him, I got Angry Man, I got Ronin, Aunt T, Platt, DJ Kuda. Yeah, it's a lot of guys.
Yeah, this corner of the Manosphere, I came through BGS, then Roger, and then Perfect was on the Roger Report.
Okay.
That's where I also got to interact with Sheed. And Sheed is really good people. Don't let him know that though. But he's good people. It'll go to his head. It's already too big. But yeah, they're it's so vast that to the point I don't even think it should be even called by what it's being called, the Manosphere. Because they're just some parts of the space that ain't about nothing.
Well, you got some parts of the space that's like you're not dealing with men, you're dealing with boys, adult males.
Soap operas for men.
Right.
There are some channels that are just soap operas for men. I fell into them for a little while. They were retelling stories from Reddit. My wife cheated on me with her boss, and this is the story of what happened. And they would just go through the whole thread, retelling the story, and that's all the channel did. And there are a lot of channels like that. That's all they do. It's just retell old stories, retell old stories, retell old stories. And after a while, you kind of have to ask yourself, hey, to be honest, I never had this shit happen to me. Why the hell am I even watching this? Where's the product? How is this productive?
This is what happens. You fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
You fall asleep from boredom. Yeah.
Let's get in some. Nah, he still ain't back. I sent him a message. And he still ain't back. He sent me a message about an hour and 30 minutes ago. I sent him a reply about an hour after he sent the message because I don't be looking at my phone like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you guys are all right, let's shut it down and
Okay.
give a closing statement. You'll have to come back later and shut the show down.
You don't stop learning till you die. That's mine.
Sheed?
Yeah, I just heard you call my name. I ain't hear what's going on.
We're just doing closing statements.
Oh, okay. Watch your taco. Yeah, like I always say, and I always give Alonzo his due, and just, people need to start thinking about the future, get financially educated.
Right.
I keep pushing, get life insurance, man. Even if you get term life, it's something that's better than nothing. You die, you're gonna need somebody to make sure you bear it properly. 30-year term is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. I mean, everybody should have life insurance. I mean, I understand you not working, but when you working and stuff, there's just no excuse for not having life insurance. And the thing is, you're preparing for the future because you're going to die. It's just a matter of when. But we're all going to die, so you should have life insurance and not put that burden on your family, on the family that you leave behind.
But I wonder if people who don't do it are doing it because they have a certain fear of death.
You can fear death all you want to, but
Exactly.
be realistic. Be realistic.
But they think that by not dealing with it, they don't have to confront it. Like it's not gonna happen if they don't write their will.
Yeah,
or it's
no
not
one-
gonna happen if they don't get insurance.
No one likes the conversation, but we have to have it. You know what I'm saying? That's like my dad telling me that he doesn't want to be. If he has to be on the machine, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't want to be put on a machine. Now I don't know if he has this written down or not. I'm going to respect it. I know my brother's going to. They're going to respect it, but you have those people where you do have to literally write stuff down for your wants to be respected. Once you're
And
gone.
there's a process and a procedure for going about doing that.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want to be on life support, let's say you want to die at home instead of dying at a hospital, so you can have hospice set up. Now, all these things are things that you have to plan ahead for.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have insurance, you would be able to pay to have a nurse to take care of you at home. Where things are familiar. And a lot of people who end up in nursing homes, is it necessarily that they can't take care of themselves? Is that they're not able to do maybe 10% of what they used to be able to do? And if they had just a little bit of help with that 10% that they can't do no more, they wouldn't have to be in a nursing home.
Right, because they have those senior apartments where basically they're on their own, but if they need help, there's someone there. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, these are realistic people. You know, basically what he did was hurt his daughter. He not hurt, he dead. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was just that's messed up.
Yeah, because people don't never see it coming, but that's
Right.
life. You never see it coming.
My cousin died last year, 2 months after she turned 42.
Completely unexpected.
Completely.
No health, no apparent health issues, no nothing.
She had health issues, but it was still out the blue because she was working on it. You know what I'm saying? She was working, she was eating healthier, not full on healthy, but healthier. And, she was doing what was in her means as far as exercising. So she was working on herself. So it was definitely out the blue. But that's why I say, tomorrow is not promised. Do what you can while you can.
And get
some damn insurance, because it's not just about you.
Exactly. And just like you care about your family, and it's around the corner. Halloween is around the corner. And don't you want to haunt your family with a financial ghost that will be taking care of them and haunting them?
Yeah, I like that one. I'll take a financial ghost anytime.
Who'll be there
as long as everybody else can see
over
it.
their shoulder, looking out for them, giving them that money that they need to get shit paid.
Right.
By your financial ghost, watching them as they sleep, paying their unexpected expenses, making sure your wife or your daughter don't have to do unsavory things in order to get by. So that they can live with dignity. The people out there, like and subscribe.
And hit his Cash App or his PayPal. I don't know what he got.
His Cash App should be down there in the description of the chat. Also, subscribe to Alonzo Hall and Sheed We Hear. Subscribe to Beautifully Animated.
Hold on, let me get my channel so you can put it in there because I'm not mod up. Hold up. Let me grab that right quick.
I'm already ahead of you.
Oh, yeah.
As they say in Spanish, cuando tú ibas, yo venía.
Yeah, I need to learn Spanish. Sorry.
Where you were going, Spanish. I was already on my way back.
Yeah, so that last link is mine.
To Beautifully Animated.
And
if you go over there to her channel, do not stare. Her eyes are up here, people. Her eyes are up here.
In one of them videos, I can't even say that. Like, what I got on.
What? It's like that?
Huh?
I said, it's like that? You can't even say what you had on in the video. Ooh. Go over here and check out what she's talking about.
Just watch 50 Shades of Grey movie review.
Yeah, I think I saw that one. It's about an hour and
19 minutes. I didn't even mean for it to be that long, but oh well.
anyway, like and subscribe to Beautifully Animated. Like and subscribe to Sheed We Hear and the Perfect Timing Podcast. And also go over there to Narratives and Dialogues with Kwafe Nino and check
Mhm.
out some of the documentaries he makes. Very, very good stuff. Very high quality production. And let's drop down. And since Perfect ain't here, I sent him a message.
Right.
I gotta work in the morning, so I'm gonna
Right.
drop
And
down.
perfect somewhere trying to make a sandwich.
Trying to make something happen, but he must be busy because I sent him a message and I still haven't gotten a reply.
Okay, cool. I'm already subscribed to Narratives, so
And Sheed We Hear has very good advice. He's a married man, family man,
and I think I have him too. Let me double check.
the man of 1,000 trades.
I did not have him. Damn. Okay, got him now. And you.
Oh, I have nothing, absolutely nothing on my channel. It is empty.
Yeah, you need to put something on there, man. I looked over there. I say, this is bare bones. This is the new structure of the house right here. Oh, man.
Like,
Yeah.
can you do a? I
Yeah,
can't
go
even
ahead.
search you. Oh, maybe I did it wrong. I put space in there. My bad.
We hear all one word.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a pimp named Slickback, all one word. A Tribe Called Quest, all one word.
Which one is you? There's
Uh,
a leopard with wings
whoa, wait a minute,
Oh,
wait a
leopard.
minute.
and a.
It should be the same logo.
Yeah, the one with me having that it's like a yellow and black shirt.
No, I'm talking Sunclaw.
Oh, okay. Oh,
It, it, it,
it's the
it,
logo
it
right
should
there.
be Michelangelo eating pizza.
Yeah, you just gotta type it in the way it look with the capital C. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then once you type it in the way you see it with the capital S and capital C, then you gotta go to instead of all, you gotta go to channels. And then they'll pull up. He should be the first one.
Yeah, I'll consider making a video, but man, that's
No,
so
he's
much
still not the
work.
first one. What the
Yeah, it is.
hell?
Put some just put up a little small clip, man. You know, like cause you drive. Hell, get your phone mount, throw it up there, take off driving, and just say a couple of words, and this the first and last you might get from me. So I'll let you.
I won't have to do that while I'm off work because the company I work for, they be trolling the internet for shit. So I need to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cause they
But
got.
you know what? To me, like if you're just talking and you're not like paying much attention to the phone, like you're paying attention to your driving, but you're just talking online. Like I don't
They've
see
been
a
funny
problem
about
with
it,
it.
so
You know.
Yeah,
I'll probably
my
do it
company
on a
got
day
cameras
off.
in the truck now. Whoa, what's this?
What the hell?
Yeah, and Sheed, I was thinking about what the hell would I talk about? Because
Anything you
the
want to talk
problem
about is your
the
channel.
problem is that it's not that I don't have something to talk about. It's that I had too much to talk about, and I just don't have something to focus the attention on a particular topic. Now, if I come on a panel, you already have some degree of structure. You have a topic, and like as I used to say to my niece, you know what? I know a little bit about everything and everything about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm about to check out from you guys. It's almost about that time for me to go on the clock out. So
Y'all see people, a sheet out there late at night laying down pipe.
you just couldn't let it get by, could you?
Hey, you open yourself up to it, sheet. You open yourself up to it, man.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
All right, I'm dropping down too. I'll see you later.
All right, you take care.
All right, you too.
Bye.
Y'all have a good one.
Top of the top. As Perfect was saying, Wednesday is the high point of the week, and it's all down here, hill from here. We covered a lot of topics today. And there's so much to take in. But I think that the main message today is always try to improve yourself. And also take heed of who you listen to and who you take counsel from. Try to surround yourself with wise counsel. Try to surround yourself with people who are there to see you succeed and not just people who are there to bring you down. Because unfortunately, there are people in this life that are there not to see you elevate yourself, but they just want to see you fail. They want to see you fail because they feel better about it. They feel better about themselves when you do badly. Those people who, when you're trying to diet, are giving you that extra piece of cake. Oh no, you deserve this cake. You're doing so good on this diet. Why don't you celebrate? But hell, you've been giving me a piece of cake every single night that I've been on this diet. Telling me to celebrate every damn day with cake. It's supposed to be a rare occasion. You see, those are the type of people who are seeing you fail, who want to see you fail, and you don't see it. You think, oh no, they're being so loving. But look at their actions. Hey, Perfect. That's you?
I'm back.
Well, welcome back. Yeah, there are people who want you to fail. They don't want you to succeed. There's that person giving you that extra piece of cake, and is it love? Cake is good. Cake is delicious. Especially with a big old tall glass of milk. That chocolate icing on that chocolate cake. That moist chocolate. That cake is so moist, you don't even need to pick it up with the tines. You can just press the tines of the fork against the cake, and the cake will just adhere itself to the back of the fork. That's how moist the cake is, and how good and scrumptious it is. And the icing has a nice sweetness, but it also has like a bitter aftertaste to it. And then that milk, just get that cup of milk in it, and the fattiness of the milk just coats your tongue and washes away that slight bitterness of the chocolate left in your mouth, and you're ready and again for another bite. The cake is good, but the intentions of that person giving you that cake are not good. They see what you're trying to do, and they're trying to thwart you. They don't want to see you succeeding. So they're giving you this cake. They want you to give in and give up. They don't want you to succeed. Hey, 2 towns over, there's a company that's going to pay you double what you're getting paid right now. Same job, same number of hours, but you're going to get paid better. And there's somebody in your family or maybe your significant other telling you, that's too far to drive. You're going to be too far away from the family. But you're doing this for your family, for yourself. And this person is trying to guilt you out of improving yourself. If you have these type of people in your life, you need to cast them out. They are saboteurs. I'm done. Perfect.
Oh, you was spitting, man. You was flowing. I like that. Saboteurs.
So how was that business meeting?
Oh man, it went really well, man. Thank you for the alley-oop handoff and slam dunk, man. It went really good. How do I sound?
You sound good, man. You sound good. You know, it won't until about an hour after you sent that message that I even saw it, man. We were over here talking with PC Dragon, beautifully animated, Sheed We here, and Alonzo Hall, and we were just cutting it up.
That's awesome. I've met her on Isms. I met her on Isms panel, and she really was an inspiration when I first did the Perfect Show.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was speaking to her about being perfect, and she said I go by perfectly me. And she like stopped me in my explanation. She really understood the concept without me having to explain it. I almost felt bad by explaining myself. Correct. So it felt really good to see her on the panel. It means that our message is getting out there, bro. It's amazing. And the shows are so good. The show is getting so, not that it's not good, but I really felt good about today's topic, man. I didn't want to end the show because I feel like that these steps right here, this is what it's all about, man. It made me think about my late grandmother, man. If you're not chasing this thing, man, something is chasing you. And I know that for a fact because it happened to me. And you end up in that position where you sitting in the pool of shit. And you actually think it's not your fault. And it was.
You ever heard that saying that your body is a temple?
Yeah.
But what is a temple?
A place of worship, right?
It is the place where you go to worship God. Because why? Because he lives there, right?
Yep.
And we should be on a mission of home improvement, of improving that home, which is ourselves, which is this body that God inhabits. So we need to embark and continue on this mission of home improvement, of improving ourselves. Is there something that we want to do that we don't know how? Learn.
We should be in pursuit. Exactly. We should be in pursuit every day.
Improving your mind and your body every single day. It never stops.
Like LeBron James, like Michael Jordan, like Floyd Mayweather. For my son listening, for the people listening, for those people that you look up to, aspire to, you want to be like Mike. This person is doing this every day, every meal, when they sleep, when they bathe. It's in everything. It's not just on the basketball court. It's in everything. The journey to Apothos is not just 1 to 4 on YouTube. It's when I wake up at 6 in the morning. It's the miles. It's the reading. It's the prayer. It's the meditation. It's in every second of the day. What they say about a lazy mind, we said this before. And I'll tell you, man, it's been such a blessing as I fill my day, every second of my day, with these things.
I think the saying is an idle mind or the idle hands are hands of the devil.
We just talked about that.
Because you have to have something that's occupying your time. Because if you don't have something good that's occupying your time, what's the other option? You're going to have something bad occupying your time.
That's today's message.
If you don't fill yourself with positivity, you leave room for negativity.
Correct.
If you're not filled with love, well, you get the point. I don't have to say it, do I?
Oh shit. Man, thank you, bro. That's a great show, man. We gotta say a prayer for Alonzo Hall. Get that brother out the hospital, Lord. Bless him and his family and his children, man. He's been doing such great work.
And as part of the prayer, make sure he gets a big booty nurse.
Ooh wee. Ooh wee. And I know they got him. But Lord, that brother has been
stand up at attention.
Man. Give him something to pursue, Lord. Give him something to pursue. Snapper dapper.
Give him something to make him get up in the morning.
Man.
More ways than one.
Some drive, yeah. That thing will give you some drive, man. That thing will give you some drive, man. Or you should. Snap. Oh man, I done made it back home. I think I'm gonna go in. I might close it down on the laptop. I could close it down from this, but I might close it down from the laptop.
Yeah, we got into everything. We even got into a little bit of sewing.
Oh yeah, reaping and sewing.
No, sewing as in with a thread and needle.
Oh, okay.
You know, because I had to ask Sheed about all of his skills. Because when I go on his channel, he's always doing something different. I think last week he had installed a Ring doorbell, hardwired it into a house. This evening, Sheed was doing some plumbing work, making sure that the work was done properly. A few weeks ago, I think I saw Sheed cooking on the grill for his family. And I've cooked on the grill before. I've been in the kitchen, and I like cooking. I like seeing people enjoy something that I made with my own hands.
Me too.
And telling me, man, this is good. What did you put in this? I'm not going to tell them my secret ingredient. Love. That's my secret. I'll tell them everything else I put in there, but I'll keep that one to myself.
I see this video in the back chat. What is this? Karen assaulted.
Oh, that's something that Kwafi Nino had put us on to.
Rhonda Young live. Who is Rhonda Young? Some famous person, just a random person.
She is a melanated woman who is a freelance reporter. Meaning she knows him.
She knows him.
Yep. I put the link in the chat since we weren't able to put it up here. And
people were able to look at it. Okay,
yeah.
people were. I'm trying to see when she hit her. Where's it?
Oh, it's like 25 minutes long.
But what minute does she hit the lady?
I think it's a minute 30.
A minute 30?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm at a minute 18. It's about
me off. Okay.
She's following the white lady. Recording the white lady.
Yeah, she recording the white
I
lady.
came in, I put it in the cart and walked through the damn door.
She's the one with the white and with the black stripes.
Where's my steering wheel cover and my receipt? Yes, I did. Let me see the video.
I can't let you see the video. But
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Where's the rest of
So
my
you see her there in the glasses?
Let's my just go.
Yeah.
And my receipt.
Okay, I'll get you that.
This I already have. I'm not trying to fucking take it off. You guys, this is ridiculous. Where's my steering wheel cover?
Fair use, fair use.
Fair use, fair use.
And I want to see the video.
I can't show you the video.
That's bullshit. I came in here, the line was long.
Why is she filming?
I said, well, since the line is long, I'm gonna
Well, I have a different video of her going to a scene of a fire.
She said, well, what time did you come in?
Why is the black lady
I
filming?
don't know what time I came in.
That's what she does. She has a channel just dedicated to that. She's an amateur reporter. I told you.
Yes, I did.
And she just lucky enough to catch this.
Yeah.
And she went live. I love it.
This was here.
I have another video where she pulls up to the scene of a fire.
It passed a minute 30. I didn't see an altercation.
No, it's around in here. This is where it starts. See, she's following the white lady through the store.
Okay. Because I don't want to watch. I just want to see the.
Yeah, because she's following her out into the parking lot, I believe.
When does the white lady hit the black lady though?
Let's see. Now it's around the time when she exits the store. I'm not sure exactly what minute counted.
To knock her, my whole hand sore. This the second time I had to reach back. Okay, baby.
Okay, move to like 2:30.
Yeah, okay, I gotta go get my stuff. Yes, ma'am. Kept telling her they looked at the camera and she did not bring the items to the store. So I was videotaping for who I would need to videotape. When she turned around and see me videotape, she swung up on me.
I can't see it.
They're arresting you there for shoplifting, ma'am. Yes, they are.
See?
Whoa!
You see, nobody would have even looked at her if she didn't say something. They're gonna arrest you for shoplifting.
Put your hands on me. I try to break your motherfucking nose, bitch. Don't you ever touch me again, bitch. I try to break your nose. Call the medics for this bitch. Call the motherfucking medics. I knock your ass out. She hit me. I knocked that bitch out. Hit the cops. I knocked that bitch out.
We didn't see her hit her back.
Yeah, she hit me and I knocked that bitch out.
Did
yeah,
you?
she hit my ass and I knocked her ass out.
Wow.
You didn't hear her.
She hit me and I knocked the hoe out. She hit me and I knocked that bitch out. I damn sure did. You bleeding. Call medics. She hit me.
Call medics.
You hit me and knocked my phone across the damn store because she was shoplifting. She hit me.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't put your hands on me again.
So perfect for your entertainment later on.
No, you hit me.
I'll paste this other clip of one of her other videos.
Wow.
Because when I was looking for it, I didn't find this one. This one's the one that Kwafi was talking about, the one that you just finished showing. But the one I found was the one I just put over here in the back chat.
This is Beautifully Animated's channel. Make sure everybody subscribe to Beautifully Animated. Thank you for coming through and supporting Beautifully Animated.
Yes. And if you happen to go over there to her channel and look at her 50 Shades of Grey movie review, remember to look at her eyes, people. Look at her eyes.
She did a
They're
movie
up there. They're up top.
Oh wow, she crazy. Okay, she crazy. Okay, she crazy. She's a star. She's a star. It's a lot of YouTube stars. She's a star in the maker. Yeah, yeah. Y'all support Beautifully Animated, Alonzo Hall, SunClaw. Thank you, brother, man. This is SunClaw and Perfect Timing Show. Once again, you know what I'm saying? Another beautiful show. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. I'm back on the microphone, man. So thank you for
And before you close it out, man, take a look at that video in the back.
I got it up right now.
It's the same lady.
I got it up. I got it up right now. I just wasn't gonna share. I wasn't gonna share because I just seen the look in the face and I seen the people in the car. And I was like, oh man, look at this. Look at this.
Man, I'm over here. I'm paused at like 27 seconds in.
27 seconds in.
Uh-huh. Oh, but she gets excited about her being. See?
What is
Not on the scene, but Rhoda Young is on the scene. Right now, we're off of Ruthven and another street off of Little Creek Road, Terminal Boulevard, with a house fire. The house fire is in full active duty right now. Oh, sorry. My bad. So I got caught. Y'all. 532 is on fire. Let's get the house sprayed down with some water.
It's crazy. She a star. She a star. And the funny part, she was in the car with a white man on the way to the thing. They looking.
She was excited.
Right. That's a reporter. She was a ambulance chaser. She's an ambulance chaser.
She got like 19,000 followers, man.
Wow. See,
you need to rethink this show, man.
I get in the fight with no white woman at Walmart, man. Shit, they gonna go the same for Perfect Timing, man. Y'all want
Hell,
no
there might
more.
be a fire in the neighborhood. You might need to do a selfie or something with it.
You know, it'd be a lot of fires in Northern California. I ain't never seen where we smell smoke all the time. It's forest fires. You can't get close to that, you'll burn up. But I do want to get outside. My brother got some lavalier mics, so yeah, we got to get outside, man. Got to get outside.
I forget what these things are called. I think they're called. They might be cattails. They look very fluffy with very long bristles that come off of them. You put them over top of the. They're called dead cats. If you have a lavalier, they might sell like a mini dead cat that you can put over the top of the microphone, and that'll keep that wind noise
Okay,
away
I
from the
remember that.
microphone. Because as the wind goes through the bristles of the dead cat, it kind of deadens that wind noise and cancels it out.
Dope. Well, brother, man, I gotta close this thing out, man. Been a long
All right,
day.
perfect. Good show. Good show.
Great show. Thank you, brother.
You are welcome. And remember, stop them damn saboteurs.
Stop them damn saboteurs. Sabado. So all I got to say tonight, y'all, is I want to thank my brothers and thank my co-hosts. Thank Beautifully Animated. Make sure you subscribe to her YouTube channel. Make sure you rewind to the beginning and pay attention to that intro and to everybody on the Perfect Man panel. It's not the Perfect Man show without you guys. I said today we got a woman on the panel. A perfect woman with the perfect man creates the perfect synergy. It's not complete without the feminine. You know what I'm saying? You need the divine masculine and you need the divine feminine. You know, you need the yin and the yang. You know what I'm saying? Like the Pisces fish. So you got to have both. You know what I'm saying? Male and female. So today we had the perfect male and the perfect female, and it made for a more fantastic, fantabulous show. Shout out to my sister Toya. When the women join the panel, it just makes it so much better because we do got some real women in this space. And like I say all the time, we heterosexual men. So we need to hold up examples of women that we want our children and our brothers to date and be with. So when we see examples of that, we can't be stuck in our trauma. We got to be able to be open and show that this is possible. And there are women that exemplify the qualities that we want to have in our mate. You know what I'm saying? Even if that's not your mate, we want to give examples so people know what to emulate. So Perfect Timing today had a message about pursuit of happiness. The message came from someone who said to me that if you're not pursuing perfection, then mediocrity will pursue you. SunClaw on his closing, and everybody was just saying about how if you're not actively seeking out good, it's like if you're not exercising, your body will become atrophied, become fat. That's a perfect analogy for what I mean by if you're not seeking out perfection, then mediocrity will seek out you. We all know if you don't work out, you're going to build up fat. If you don't eat right, you're going to build up fat. So it's not that you have to go get fat. It's not that you have to make a bad, it's that you have to not do these things. You have to not pursue good health. You have to not pursue a healthy, and mediocrity will find you. There's no work to becoming fat. It's a hell of a close. There's no work to becoming fat. See, the work and the effort is in the perfection. The work and the effort is in the becoming greater and better than what you are. And it's the sad part. It's not sad, but the great part and the sad part at the same time is that if you are not working to be better, then you are dying. Then you are being, then that folly is knocking at your back door. That failure is knocking at your back door. That pothole is right in front of you, and it's going to be deeper and harder to get out of. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your support. This is The Perfect Man Show. My name is Perfect Timing. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Selfish Thursdays. Have a beautiful night.